Shall we start?
Placenta.
God damn it!
You did it to yourself, Tom.
I literally just
planted
hit
that
record.
seed.
It's
You
exactly how I
planted the
predicted it.
seed.
I was like, I don't want that to be what the first wrote. Hits record immediately. Trent, like on the same fucking wavelength.
I'm
Oh my
ready.
God. So
I'm always ready.
Oh no, I won't get money for this video that contains copyright music on like for the entirety of
I don't
it.
think placenta is it's
Demonetized?
a demonetized word.
On a channel that's dedicated to kids, I think it is.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not dedicated to kids.
Yes, it is. It literally
Yes,
says
I
that
am.
in the description.
Apparently that guy who eats like way too much, who's like, you know, the
Oh, the guy that
Kyle?
started out like kind of normal looking, and now he's fat as fuck and
apparently
kind of
his entire
sad.
channel is for kids still to this day. And I'm
It's
like,
disgusting. I would never let my child watch that.
no. But anyways, we are all here. Yeah, Chlorine, you're here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. We'll start then. Let me just get like sad for a moment. Listen to Ori music.
Do you want the staff?
No.
I don't want
want
to. I don't
me
want
to
to
do?
hum on you. I can kill myself anyways without the staff.
Just do what you're going to do, dude.
Immediately throws himself into the magma. Like right here.
Like, all right, I'm out, guys. Have a good session. Like,
I'm so curious as to what like your suicide plan is.
well,
You're
Pablo
gonna go
knows
in and stab it in the heart.
he's gonna die soon because that's how that works. And you know, you get old and you
Because
die.
that's how it works. You're not, trying to be forever living.
Yeah, and he's like, maybe I can leave a better name for myself in self-sacrifice than being a little shit.
Or you can
the rest of
also,
my life.
you
Live
see,
out
that's
your
also
life.
escaping. You're escaping from the difficulty of trying to fix your name by just killing yourself.
By saving everyone.
That's deep.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody else is fine. He's just gonna throw himself into lava of like, but I had to.
Oh no, see.
Yeah.
Pablo's actually been severely depressed this entire time.
That's funny. Alright. Deep below the scorched grove, in a place long guarded by the tender's father heart, at the center of a grove surrounded by a lake of flowing magma, our heroes claim their sought for reward. The black charred figure of Oakheart, the ancient treant, kneels before you, reaching into a hollow in his trunk and pulling out a luminous crystal staff. As Oakheart speaks, the light from his bark begins to dim, his flame leaves fade. I have lived for a very, very, very long time. I go with the blessing of the Night Father, that I may pass on to you this burden. Staff feels cold even from a distance and glows with the power of the ancient elements, that of frost. Plant this one in flames. Such is its power. Otherwise, the wood may freeze. With those last words, Oakheart's light dims, leaving behind a large, blackened tree amidst the chamber. Who among you shall take upon themselves the burden of carrying the Borealis?
I handed it over to Pablo because he asked for it. When I had it with the glove.
You have gloves.
I had one of my things gloved up to grab it.
He's smart like that.
The big ice stick.
Oh, I take the ice stick.
A numbing chill runs up your arm as you clutch the staff in your hand. Bitter cold, boreal winds surround you, gusting and putting out small flames all throughout. As you walk with winter's freezing touch, crystallizing the very ground beneath your feet. The staff has accepted its new master. The chamber's temperature drops, the magma lake solidifying to cool obsidian, and Oakheart's motionless remains encrust in a layer of thin ice. With the Borealis in hand, it is high time to return to Alderheart and present its people their salvation.
I don't suppose there's a back exit to this place.
Probably just the way they came. Lift up the rock.
Yeah, didn't we have a lot of issues with the rock in the first place?
Megan is super quiet.
Megan's always super quiet.
What do you mean I'm super quiet?
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Did we have a bunch of issues with the rock the first time?
Yeah, I'm sure we can lift it up this time.
You venture back up to the surface, finding the entrance. Indeed, as Pavo said, there is no issue with the help of Django, and anybody else capable of lifting the rock is no issue. Now that the prize has been claimed, it seems that the guarding elements of this place have been lifted. The Borealis paves the way forward. Chill winds extinguish the burning ash and keep the elements of fire at bay. By the graces of the Amaranthines, your journey back to the great tree city is expeditious and calm. On the northwestern horizon, plums of smoke mark where the aspect of fire continues its march, burning the wood in its wake. As the sun sets, the night's veil bringing forth dark, starlit skies, you make it to Alderheart, back to your place of respite, where food, drink, and the rest awaits you. Recovering from any exhaustion you may have suffered traveling to the grove and back again, you may enjoy the benefit of a long rest.
Tom.
Yes.
If you add the Borealis to your character sheet, does it add its abilities to it as well, or do you have to add those individually?
No, just open the handout.
Okay.
Before taking the long rest, I'm gonna cast and absorb elements into the ring of Spellstorm.
Sure. It contains 3 or 5 slots. 5 slots.
It
Whatever
only
level.
has 1 slot left because there's the 4th level spell
Yeah,
still
I'm
in
sure you're tracking it.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So, we gonna go talk to the council?
I
Probably
think that
a
would
good
be
idea.
wise.
Do you guys
Is
wish,
everyone cool?
Do you guys wish to take a long rest beforehand, or do you wish to head up straight to Canopy?
Yeah, before.
Take the long rest first.
Just because I already changed my stats.
That's weird.
Does
I'm
Jungle
just-
still have that reduced strength effect from like days ago?
You have to be
Think
more
that went away?
specific.
When I got sucked by the ghost thing.
Again, you'd have to be more specific.
It hit and sapped 1d4 strength.
I believe those will go away with long rest.
Just making sure.
Pretty sure I've been back to it, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume the hunter's gonna finish up whatever he's doing during his long rest, as I'll continue onwards. Dawn breaks as the great tree city awakens. As you go about your morning routines, you find Dean Winsworth waiting for you in the in-common room where you've spent the night. Absolutely overjoyed and stupefied by the existence of the Borealis, he says excitedly, "I can't believe it. I can't believe my eyes. It is real. This means that there is a chance to stop the aspect and save the wood. Amaranthines be praised."
Yeah. Now we just have to know how to use it.
Well, I'm sure Oswald has insight toward that. Let's see here. Sash, if you're gonna choose something, you can read yourself.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure Oswald will know more about the ritual.
Is he with us?
Well, I've taken the opportunity to visit him during my stay here in order to review his research notes and get a better understanding on how to use the Borealis. It is my understanding that the aspect must be weakened before we can seal it away. What's more, in order to channel a power as vast as the Borealis it is said to contain, the ritual will require at least 2 mages working in tandem to succeed. The ritual must be conducted over the conjuration circle that was used to seal the aspect in the first place.
Do
Fortunately
we
for
know
you,
where that is?
well, I believe Oddwald has deciphered the conjuration circle's location.
Well, let's go see him because I'm assuming he's in some kind of cell somewhere. Yes?
Well,
We
where have
brought him
you...
along with him with the bag and stuff.
We left Oswald with
The council, right?
with
No, Susan.
the hedgehog. What's her name?
Susan.
Susan?
Yeah, we left him with Susan.
Is Susan
I
and the
thought we
little
brought him with
owl?
us.
No,
Right.
we left him because he
We
couldn't
did not
attack.
bring him with us.
Okay.
We left him with his old pals,
We probably should have gone to pick him up before coming here.
probably.
Ah, he's fine.
Well, it's good to know that I entrusted one of the most dangerous necromancers I've ever known to your hands.
Ah, he's had a change of heart.
Yeah.
That remains to
yeah,
be seen.
He had some old things from the past come back, change his mind.
Well, in that case, I guess we'll go collect him. Right?
Baby.
Maybe.
Sure.
Let's go do that.
Let's go do that.
We begin our adventure to go collect
Sure thing.
Otzel.
As you head outside the inn, you note a commotion outside. You notice some people are closing up their shops. Others appears to be filing to the city gates with hastily packed bags. Some with families in tow, and others are still heading toward the canopy.
Oh no. What's going on? Look around.
Sounds
What's
intense.
the panic?
Looking about, you see among the panicked people a few town criers announce, "An emergency meeting of all citizens have been announced. Alderheart is under attack. Please proceed in a calm fashion toward the canopy, please." In that kind of manner, the town criers continue.
What's going on? Who's attacking us? Didn't we deal with bandits? Wait, I didn't do that. Never mind.
seeing the rush of the crowd, I try and find a perch guard to get more information from them.
Sure, indeed, you find one, a familiar face. Magnus Rod, the captain of the guard, is arranging people to proceed in calm fashion toward the canopy. As you approach him, he nods towards you in recognition. Asking him what's going on, he says, It appears that the council has announced an emergency meeting. The aspect of fire is on its way toward Alderheart. We are fucked.
Oh no.
Does he do all the dabbing too? Is that part of his
No, I need
thing?
to do it for myself to remember what kind of personality he's like.
It's Tom channeling of the Rudd gene.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh god.
In fact, I was sent here to see just you. Here. He, indeed hands you a council summons that he was heading toward the inn with. I must fetch the rest of you all, I'm not sure, the black feather one and the one with the prickles, and a whole bunch of others. I will make my rounds, and I will see you there. And he glides off, majestic as fuck.
Okay.
All right, he's getting.
That was sudden.
He's getting
Oh,
the necromancer for us. Let's.
He
Make our way
wishes
to
the
the
wind guided him
Papa.
as it does us. You
Okay.
can tell by the way he speaks.
I'm compensating for nothing.
You're long gone.
No, I'm still here. I'm everywhere. I am omnipotent,
You're not the
omnipresent.
wind, brother.
Well,
He's the
considering
true.
fact that we were
He's the true villain.
Although I do find it interesting that all this happens as we're leaving the council, just for the council to call us back.
Classic, you save the kingdom, and it's like, ah, shit, the real enemy's showing up.
Whoopsies.
To the council.
Everybody in the city.
So
Yep. What's up, Megan?
No, go ahead.
Everybody in the city crowds around the council chambers, some literally hanging from branches and filling up every inch of available space. In this sea of faces, you see many of those who aided you and some that you've encountered during your journey. The Dean is with you, Benacerdan is here, Riffin, Susan, Oddwald, Havel and Tever, Eliza, and even Mother Thistle with the German orphans. The citizens are nervous and whispering among themselves. They speak of witnessing an intense red-orange glow far off in the forest. Others make preparations for the worst, fearing an attack on Alderheart itself. And some are worried that the council will call for an evacuation. You see a contingent of spear guard escort members of the Humblewood Council, including new elected Humblewood delegates among them, onto a specially prepared platform with rows of seats and a podium that bears Alderheart's city crest. Beta, the council speaker, appears from out of the ranks of the council members as they take their seats. A hush falls over the crowd as she approaches the podium. My fellow citizens, we have just received a dire report from our watchposts. The elemental creature that so recently arose from beneath our wood now makes its way toward Alderheart. Immediately, some denizens remain in frightened silence while others begin to despair. Screams of panic interrupt Beta as Perchguard struggle to maintain control. Speaker Beta looks onto you, the defenders of Alderheart, and a symbol of hope in this realm, for help in reassuring calming the populace.
Oh, Chungo, use them big lungs.
What do you want me to say?
Calm the people.
Chongo does not like raising his voice.
Mm.
I lift up Pavel.
I hold up the staff. Oh shit, hang on, someone's calling me. It's the wind.
I pick up the phone.
Wait, gotta take this phone call first. Sorry.
As Pavel's on the phone, I put him down and I pick up Wilkes. And then I think about it, and I put Wilkes back down, and I go to pick up Dashling.
Since I've been hoisted into the air, I don't know.
One on each shoulder.
Yeah, I talked to the crowd and I attempted using my rustic hospitality to attempt to calm the people and really get on their minefield to just get them to calm down. Hey people!
I'm gonna cast guidance on her as she attempts to calm them down.
I don't know if that skill actually helps me, but what does the guidance do again? Yeah.
I use Druidcraft to make the wind blow so that the sound waves hit everyone.
Nice.
Chungo can't read, but Chungo understands.
While he's at it, I just use Scoungecraft to. While he's at it, I use Scoungecraft to just make a mega.
Fuck you!
Okay. Since the wind is going and I got guidance and all this kind of
And
fun
now a
things.
megaphone.
Yeah, I
I'm
got the
joking.
wind megaphone.
It takes an hour to make.
Oh,
People
shit.
of Elderheart, please calm yourselves. We have just
Oh my God,
returned.
Caroline,
We have
go.
found the instrument in which we can find our salvation, but we will not be able to do it if everyone is running around losing their heads. You will be safe. Just calm down, and everyone just find a spot and plonk your asses down.
Well,
Go ahead.
well,
and
hang on a second. I thought you were supposed to just calm them down, not put all their hopes into us. That's kind of a lot of pressure.
Go ahead and
Yeah, well, that's what it is
I agree with
anyway.
that.
go ahead and roll me
Everyone here is incompetent but us. We are the hope.
I'm
I point at
rolling
all the guards
persuasion.
everywhere.
Go ahead and roll me
Mhm.
persuasion with advantage, please.
You also get a +4 for guidance. A plus 1d4.
Well, my persuasion's really good in the first place, so plus whatever the extra is.
At the sight of the Borealis, most people not sure what it is, but regardless, is some.
Oh, that music?
Yeah, no, this shit's intense.
There were enemies nearby.
Speaker Beta gives the crowd a moment. Thank you for your assistance, and resuming, speaking with a grace and dignity that inspires hope even in these dark, dire times. Recently, we have faced many hardships. The flames that ravaged the wood have threatened to tear our community apart, yet Alderheart still stands. We are not birdfolk and humblefolk, nor are we perch dwellers and forest dwellers. We are people of Humblewood. Since its creation, Alderheart was meant to stand as a symbol of unity. Perhaps we have lost our ways since those days, but there is still a chance for a brighter future. However, in order to obtain it, we must stand together now. I implore each and every citizen of Humblewood, not as a council speaker, but as a fellow resident of the wood. We must defend each other. We must defend Humblewood. It is our only home. Someone starts
Jungle.
to cheer. Yeah, go ahead, Jungle.
Chungo slams his shield with his mace.
You start
Loud noises.
slamming your shield with your maze, and you hear a tinier slam at your feet, and you look down, and Riffin acquired like a mace from some shop. He's doing the same thing, joining you in a cheer, he like lifts the sword you guys gave him up in the air in like a salute, hooting and hollering in praise, following your lead. This cry like multiplies, and soon like the crowd just
I'll
cheers
do the
together.
same thing.
Like yeah,
I
all
cast
with-
Shillelagh on my staff as I start bashing it on my shield, so it's more impactful than wood should be.
With one voice, one rhythm, all the citizens of the wood, from all parts of the wood, just unite together as they begin to prepare for battle. Dean Winsworth approaches with Oddwald Susan tow, as well as Riffin hopping close behind. The Oddwald goes to speak. By the looks of it, the Aspect's influence in this region has grown tenfold. If we do not take the opportunity to try and seal the Aspect with the Borealis now, even if it is driven back, the Aspect may become too strong to attempt sealing again. The time is nigh. The Dean nods in agreement. Indeed, we must stop it before it reaches the city, lest it brings with it, Ashnecks, Emberbats, and other fire creatures to cause havoc upon the forest. I will do what I can to relieve tension between the Council and Oddwald here, so that he may accompany you in your efforts to stop the Aspect. They trust you, even if they do not trust Oddwald. I trust you. In no uncertain terms, it is clear the fate of the wood is in your hands. With that, Dean Winsworth makes an arcane gesture, and you see Oddwald's magical shackles turn to dust. Oddwald rubs his wrist and gives his mentor a single nod in thanks.
Chungo takes out his fire-resistant potions and gives one to everyone but Pablo. Because Pablo has ice stick.
Right.
Which gives
Ice
him
stick.
fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gave you fire resistance.
And cold. immunity.
And cold.
You start seeing ash on the wind, glowing ambers kind of catching upon the green leaves of Elder Heart, sometimes catching fire briefly before the winds of the Borealis swiftly take them away. Oddwald elaborates. In order to complete the ritual to seal the aspect, 2 mages must work together to weave a spell into an existing conjuration circle to strengthen and alter its magic. It is important we subdue the elemental with cold-type spells. Once it has been subdued, we will have only an hour before it regenerates. It is most imperative that the Borealis is brought to the circle so that the mages can complete the seal. Have you any questions?
No.
How do we bring it?
You're also bright and quick to learn. Hopefully there won't be any last questions that will get us killed. Settle down, Oddwald, says the Dean, and
What exactly is considered to be a mage? Do we need wizards?
well, I will
What
require a
class?
mage with a good grasp on arcane theory and precise control over their magic.
What 5e class is mage?
I don't know what 5e is.
Wouldn't the dean
familiar with
suffice as a counterpart, seeing as he is Oswald's mentor? He would undoubtedly be skilled, if not more skilled.
I did take the forest stage feat at level 4, which gives me some wizard abilities. I don't know if that counts.
Oddwald considers for a moment, but then shakes his head, turning me down. No. Preparing the ritual will be time-consuming and require such focus that you won't be able to hold back the aspect at the same time. I believe your fellow companions will need your help. I can think of only one other spellcaster I will trust with this ritual. Susan, dear, it is high time we prepared up once more, and perhaps it is time we see this through to the end together. Susan nods with a smile and says, we will rely on you, the defenders of Elder Heart, to ensure our efforts aren't interrupted. Wilkas, as much as I appreciate your offer to help us with your tender magic, I believe that you will do a better job than I at protecting the mages at the circle.
I'll be where I'm needed.
Griffin hops forward and pipes up. However I may feel about you, Oswald, my duty as a knight of the wood comes first. It will be an honor to fight by your sides again, heroes, like we did so many weeks ago.
Yeah.
There is a quick, if I may cut in, I have your sword from the bed, but I wouldn't want to disarm you from a weapon and rid you from a shield. You may have one or the other, if you wish. I am willing to trade back. I mean, a friendly bet is a friendly bet, but things are dire, and we must take this seriously. Do you want the sword back, or do you want to keep the shield?
Take the sword, friend. Oh wait, I want to keep the shield.
It's up to you. I can fight with 2 shields. More than capable. It's my specialty.
More protection.
You're essentially choosing his role for the next encounter.
Are you keeping the shield?
I'll keep the shield, yeah.
Alright, I'll keep the sword. I'm getting quite used to it. It's quite balanced. It has this wicked property of shrinking to my size whenever I wield it.
Yeah. Can you make it grow?
Only if I make myself glow.
Dang.
Aye. Oddwald then sort of cuts in again, speaking. There is the issue of grabbing the aspect's attention in order to lure it closer to the grove. If it is too far away from when the ritual is completed, there is no guarantee it will be sealed.
Chungo's gonna hit it.
You think yourself capable of distracting it?
Chungo
Chun-
just assumes hitting it.
Me and Chungo, undefeatable together, along with the support of our friends.
Well,
I
that's
also
just not
have-
me.
I also have my ice bolts that we can use to catch its attention at a distance.
Indeed, I believe I can cast a giant wall of ice as well.
Do you
That
have
won't help
ballistas?
in this situation. Distracting the aspect is necessary not only for the ritual, but because of the abundance of available field in the forest that makes the aspect functionally invincible there, flaring up
Sure.
as it consumes the wood. If you
Is
trap
there
it
any
in ice,
ballistas?
it will just feed it. What?
I have an idea. What if we can get a group of backpacks, like the like ones that work very well with our hands, and we build this huge ass cannon, like, and maybe shoot something at it.
Dumbac
A
weapon.
really big. No, I'm talking like a huge
I
cannon.
don't think we have
A
enough
week's
time,
work for
Rolo.
constructing a cannon. Interesting. Yes, we have that sort of time. Surely,
I
as the
then could
aspect
do
of
it.
Do you have any
fires.
pre-built ballistas?
Not to my knowledge. No.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh.
But perhaps if we would have focused on it at an early time, we would have had such things. But most of the Mapbox constructions focus on the infrastructure, hard lifts and such. I offer this. Surely the raging aspect is easily provoked, but it would be difficult to outpace. It is not much a question of speed, but that of endurance, as one would have to withstand the aspect's might. Perhaps
Jungle.
one among us has the courage to volunteer for this incredibly dangerous task of distracting it away from its raging path and onto the conjuration circle.
I have these boots that could prove useful, and a companion that is rather fast.
Decide amongst yourselves. Someone volunteers. Griffin is more than willing to volunteer with you, to come along with you. No one volunteers.
Jungle is a
he'll
big,
himself.
beefy boy.
Papa, are you sure that you want to do this? It sounds
Someone needs to be
extremely
distracted.
dangerous, and I feel like we have other ways of doing this.
Pablo thinks he can serve as a distraction and not die in the process.
I'm open to suggestions if you have a better plan, but I've spent a long time thinking about this. If you have
It's up to
alternatives,
you,
I'm all
Papa.
ears.
Ultimately, it's your choice, and we will respect it if that is what you want to do.
Do we have whistle arrows and stuff?
Those, I believe, I don't know. I would allow Wilkes to craft those, no problem. If you just want whistle arrows. Really, I've made those myself. Like IRL, they're not that hard to make.
What are whistle arrows?
Just make a loud noise. Like, they
They're
make
like-
whistle noise when going.
As they sail because they have a little cut in them as they go through the air.
Yeah, sure. I'll
They use
do
them.
that.
They use them in Hollywood all the time. Whenever you have arrows being shot and you have whistling noise.
Yeah.
Real arrows don't make that noise, but intimidation arrows do.
That's not just a sound effect that they have for the.
Sometimes
okay.
it sounds like, sometimes it's not. I'm just saying fun facts. Yep.
If it feels more natural, then it's the whistle arrow.
Yes.
All right.
So what are we deciding here? Are we deciding
many
Pablo's
can
gonna
I
go
make?
along with Riffin, or are we gonna go with another plan here?
Those arrows would prove useful. Be able to draw it from a distance rather than having to get close to it.
Yeah.
And perhaps it will be attracted to the Borealis, wanting to snuff it out.
You could also glide from Alderheart and
Exactly.
fly it almost in front of it, so it's easy.
I think if I used my boots of speed to gain enough boost, I could glide for quite a ways.
And then shoot in the eye.
Yes.
We seem to be decided. I go over to Pavo and I give him a hug, and I'm just like, be careful and please try to come back.
When have I not come back?
Jungle puts the hand on his shoulder. Don't drop
Ooh.
stick.
Don't drop stick.
I grab some rope and I tie it to my hand.
Jungle nods at this.
And I proceed to lick it like a lollipop.
Pablo's face. Well, I have immunity to cold, so I don't even think I can get stuck to things.
I tip my hat to you, and good luck. And with respect,
Thank you.
Jungle's
friend.
barrel of stuff is staying here, so you have a home to come back to.
Thank you, Chungo. It will be good to have a nice, cozy place to live.
Riffin hops by and is like, "Don't worry, I'll keep this one alive. You and me in this forever, together, till the end."
Jungle picks up Riffin
Ooh.
and takes some rope and ties him to the back of Pavel.
Oh, a fine steed! Yee! Forth we go! He points like from the back of Pablo.
All right. Well, Riffin,
I know.
we must ascend to the highest peak on the tree and make a sprinting jump. Oh, we should get close enough from there.
I shall
Do you
give
want to
you.
wait until we get towards the circle first? Give us
Aren't you going to
couple-
glide to the circle?
There's two that can't. I mean, I could try to carry all three of them.
Oh, fair. Well, Wilkes can ride a Scrondy if he wants.
Can
Does she
ride
want us
what?
to
I
not
was gonna say,
either?
I'm pretty agile.
But you can't glide now, can you?
I suppose not. Those flares, way too tiny
Alright.
to help me with that.
Well, how far is the circle?
Oh, well, Oddwald points. It is on the far side of the grove, near the center. I believe I may have something for those of you not gifted with flight to glide off the tree and get there with expedited. There are indeed those among us Mapoks gifted with craftsmanship. Some of them have had the opportunity to craft wings for the flightless. They're prototypes, a one-time use object, really. But
I could fly down there.
Oh, that works, Oswald. We'll make the preparations and acquire these and get underway.
all right. With that being said, go ahead and kick this one up. All right. Yeah. So you guys decide amongst who's going where. Meanwhile, the mood in the city is electric. Birdfolk and humblefolk from all walks of life work hand in hand with a perch guard, distributing weapons and armor to any who volunteer. Those who cannot fight are raiding supply lines with bucket brigades to help people on the front lines, combat forest fires, and support you, the defenders of Alderheart. Everyone in Alderheart, both birdfolk and humblefolk alike, is doing their best to pitch in however they can. You now have a small window to resupply and prepare for this final fight. While many shops have been closed or abandoned, the armories of Alderheart are open to you, allowing you to take whatever supplies you may need. Mundane armor, weapons, adventuring gear, anything.
Jungle would like to get climbing gear.
Sure. Free of charge during these
shit.
dire times.
Do they have like those like ninja things or like hand claws to climb up walls?
Tiger claws?
Yeah.
Your talons act as that naturally, but you can surely.
Oh, all right.
There
Cool.
are talon guards that the guards use that kind of extend your claws out.
Mhm.
That those can be like used for climbing as well. They're usually used for the more soft padded humble folk, but either your talons or you can get some.
Okay, if my talents work, then that's fine.
Yeah, the armory and weaponsmith people are handing out gear to all those who may help at this time. Anything else you guys might need?
Jungle has a potion of healing and potion of fire resist.
Chunk was preparing to Shadow of the Colossus.
I also
this thing.
gave you a potion of heroism like 2 sessions ago.
Do I still have that?
Make sure it's in your
Oh,
inventory.
I don't think you used it.
does anyone else want some healing potions? I have some on my body still.
I have 3
Yeah,
of them.
I have one. So,
Okay, I will give you another one. Now you have 2.
yay!
I think this is the most healing potions our party has ever had in D&D at a given time.
Probably. We're
You're
usually
learning
really
from
We
your
bad at
haven't
dying,
we
though.
haven't needed them ever since we started stocking up on them.
Yeah, we're like, oh shit, the time we needed them, we didn't have them. And then we haven't needed them.
Jungo's gonna visit the jail before going.
Okay.
Say hi to Frey and say goodbye to Frey.
Frey's not in jail anymore.
Oh.
And you would have known this in the coming weeks. I think I kind of covered this before. Frey is part of the
Probably.
Wildwood Brigade, and she's actually seen right now part of the helping
Oh,
folk
okay.
with the bucket brigades. She's out and about, uniform and everything. Part of Ben Aseridan's like brigadiers and scouts.
I say bye to them. To all of them.
Maybe I'll be seeing you around, she says real quick before heading off.
I go
more.
say bye to Brenda.
You not taking Brenda with
Can't
you?
bring-
No, Brenda's staying here. Brenda's being safe, and
staying.
Brenda has my barrel.
Brenda gives you a sad moon as she like leans towards you.
I bump my beak into the snoot.
Oh, you rip off How to Train Your Dragon.
No, that's just what you do with animals. Get out of here.
Alright,
Boop 'em and go.
As I see everyone
So-
put away to like say their goodbyes or whatnot, I go up to Mother Thistle and I go to. I think her name was. Is it? Oh God, what was her name? Is it like Katie or something? A little girl. I think. I looked at it. Her
Describe
name's
her,
not
don't
in the thingy.
Yep.
She's the little mupug. No,
Yes,
not the little
dearie?
mupug. She's like a little like gerbil looking thing. She had two little brothers. She's the ones
I
that
know who
we
you're talking
brought
about.
to
What
Mother
do you wanna do?
Thistle. I just wanted okay. So I saw them all huddled kind of in the corner, taking shelter, and I go up to them and I
Kiri,
I
what
bend
was her
down.
name?
Kiri. There you
Yeah.
go. I wasn't that far off. Katie and Kiri's not that far. I go up to Kiri and I bend down and in front of her, kneeling. I'm like, "Are you scared?"
A little.
Little. Well,
Mm,
can you do me a really big favor?
I can try.
I take Flare off my shoulder and I have her in my hands and I put her in front of me. I'm like, "Do you think you can take care of Flare for me while I go out? It's a lot of responsibility, but I think you can do it."
Timidly at first, still scared of the creature since first encountering the thing. She takes a long look at it before extending out her one hand, trembling, as the tiny bat climbs on top of it. She shrinks away from it, but gets used to it and begins petting it, and nods her head. I'll do my best.
Thanks so much, Kiri. I know you can do it. You can always ask your brothers for help. I'm sure they'll always be right there for you.
Where are you going?
I'm going out. I'm going out to another place.
Going out in a stylish bang.
I'm going out to get, Daddy's going out to get some cigarettes.
I'm gonna get some milk and cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna come back, and because you're just taking care of Flare for me, right? So
Is Flare scared?
I don't know. Maybe
I
he
don't
is.
know. I could cast Speak with Animals and translate.
I'm gonna make Flare not scared. I'm gonna keep him safe. Let's go,
Thank
Flare.
you so much.
You're
for
screaming,
making
no,
sure.
no, let me go.
Thank you so much, Kiri. I know that the two of you, that you'll keep him safe and he'll keep you safe. And then I stand up and I look over to Mother Thistle and I kind of just nod at her.
Thank you, child. You'll be safe now. I will see you back here safe, yes?
Of course, Mother Thistle. I'll come back and I'll bring lots
Go.
of treats for everyone as I kind of just look over all of the children.
Go with Amaranthine's blessing. May Hanerha be with you. Let's go, children. And they head inside towards shelter, Kiri giving you one last wave goodbye as she tucks the bat closer to her chest, keeping the Emperor bat safe.
I
Okay.
turn around and walk away and rejoin my companions.
Anybody else? last minute
I have a
question?
question.
Stop.
Would caltraps in a large enough quantity work on this thing?
Oh, we're doing this again.
I can't answer that, but like you use your
I wish
what
to
you know about
acquire
it.
as many caltraps as possible.
You get one stack full, as other people need to use them, or there's not enough supply of them, as it's not a very popular item. But you get one stack full, yeah.
Okay, can I get 900 more ball bearings?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Can I give all my bell bearings to Pavo?
He can have
How many-
3,000 ball
do you have?
bearings.
I have 3,000 ball bearings. Okay,
Because
They're
I have just shy of 1,000. I think I have
they're
like 900.
they're 3,000 ball bearings. They're in the inventory.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Rolo has them too, technically.
Rolo don't got friends to say goodbye to. Rolo don't got kin here.
Oh, I was saying that you have ball bearings to give to Pavo.
Oh no, I think
Rolo
3,000
don't got ball bearings.
will suffice.
No friends, you say? Say that to my face, you scallywag.
Hey, weren't you gone like 3 days ago?
Yeah, we were looking for you, man. Seriously.
Looking for me, have you? For
We
a
were gonna
rematch.
challenge you to drink.
Yeah, well, you'll need to survive to do that, wouldn't you?
And
I'll
so
be
will you.
waiting. Oh, I'll be just fine. You see, the beast cannot traverse waters. I intend to stay on my ship. But I'll come back within 2 days' time to see if this grand old tree's still standing.
Looks off the shore. I don't see no big tree there no more. Looks like they
Oopsie.
failed.
Let's hope for the best. Aye. Wishing you luck. And he takes him and his crew of bad seeds as he says his goodbye. I slap his ass and I wish him good day.
Where's my brother?
Busy, super busy. He's like hauling people, organizing. He's like leading the distribution of the arms. What's up, brother? Sword, mace, armor. Yeah, speak quickly.
I
course,
wanted
we
to
have enough
give you
rupees.
this. Is a trinket I made.
A gift in a time like this.
Of course, brother.
I'll take all the good luck I need. What is this? He lifts it before his eyes, inspecting it.
Give him a hug.
It's a gift from the wind.
Why must you taunt me with such heresies and telltales, brother?
Because you never thought you were blessed with it, but you are.
Am
Even
I?
if you can't hear it, it's there. And it's times like these that we need faith.
What am I looking at? What is this token?
I kind of jumbled together several of the gods' tokens into something that looks kind of nice, and it's just a little trinket I made that represents the wind to me.
You know, brother, we never had the best of relations, but I appreciate this. I truly do. You've achieved much, and maybe, just maybe, you are not the failure I thought you were.
I hug
You're
his leg because I'm small, and he's not.
He gives you a head pat.
Anyways, brother, I'm off to cast you in my shadow now, so, you know.
Pavo? Don't die.
Yes? Oh, we'll see. The doctors didn't have very good news.
Haha. Haha. Right, ornaments here, get them. Like, it's the emotional moment, like, ends, like, just like that.
All right, Riffin, let's go.
Right you are. You set off to glide off the branches. I'll do you, Pavel, first, before I will, since we're splitting the party here.
Yep.
Let me see here.
If it's okay with you, I was going to activate the Boots of Speed to have that increased total speed, and then I was going to dash for the full distance so that when I hit the edge, I fly off going like 60.
Sure thing. I mean, that will surely get you there in one glide, as the beast is quite close to the Elder Heart. You can see the blazing trail kind of get closer and closer, even from here. Does anybody need like a bathroom break or anything? I'm gonna get water real quick because I'm parched.
I'm good.
I'll be here when you're back.
I'll be like a minute. Hey, I lied. When I said a minute, I said 30 seconds.
Fast.
That means he lied too because he's not here when he came back.
I'm here, dumbass.
No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna say this is what
I'm-
happens when you have a small apartment and headphones. You can I went to the washroom earlier, but muted myself, but I can still
Ew.
hear all of you guys.
You can pee when listening to people talk.
I'm peeing right now.
No,
Kidding.
you're not.
The beauty
We
of
hear it.
headphones.
The moment I walk into a washroom, conversation's over.
It's not like I have
Really?
a conversation with you guys while I'm in the
Hunter
Well,
washroom.
doesn't have his
walk
headphones
in.
on anymore.
You don't just like walk into like the washroom like right next to the urinals and like
Get
look
to
at
the
the other guy and be
stall,
like, "Hey, nice cock." I don't know.
No.
Okay. Gulp of water.
I reminded myself today, or I was reminded today, why I never do laundry on Sunday. Why it's a bad idea. I go
Because
down
everyone
to
else is
put.
doing laundry on
Yeah,
Sunday.
because I went down to put my stuff from the washer to the dryer, and there were 3 people waiting there to put their stuff in the dryer, and I was like, I'm not waiting for this bullshit. So I literally just took all my stuff wet, and I'm like, I have enough hangers, and I have a little thingy. I'll just let it dry naturally, because fuck waiting for this shit. This is
That
how I do
reminds me, I
laundry
need to put
during
my
the
laundry
week.
into the dryer.
Waiting for Hunt to come back.
I'll do it
Literally
after.
here, you can see me.
Okay, cool.
I can't see you.
Pavo, you who volunteered to bait the aspect, you're accompanied by a unit of Wildwood Brigade scouts into a part of the forest the aspect is advancing toward. At the same time, the rest of you, as well as the mages, begin your journey to the Conjuration Circle to prepare for the aspect's arrival. Pavo, separated from your friends, you take a look around. All around you, denizens of all kinds are fighting. Parts of the forest are ablaze, bucket brigades desperately try to keep the fires in check while coordinating team assaults against massive ash snakes and use specially crafted nets to drive back swarms of vampire bats. The scouts lead you further into the brush until you finally can see the blazing form of the aspect lumbering toward Alderheart. It hasn't yet spotted you or your guides in your hiding place. What do you do?
So we need to draw it closer to the circle?
I
Correct?
believe so, says Riffin. I think that was the plan. I think that was a key part of the plan to seal it away forever and save Humblewood. It must be near the circle. It must not reach Alderheart.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should get a little closer and fire off some of these whistling arrows.
By your lead, I am afraid if I get any closer, it's gonna cook me alive. Indeed, you can already feel the blazing heat of this thing.
Oh, I
as
can't feel heat. Oh, I feel less heat.
That's what
You're not damaged, but you can still feel it. You're immune to damage. It doesn't mean that you're immune to, like, you know...
I'm only resistant to fire. I'm immune to cold damage.
Yeah, okay. The aspect of fire is within shooting range if you wish to do so. It's really up to you what you do from this point.
Okay,
It has changed form since your last encounter, it growing larger, consuming the wood and kind of flaring up with each time it consumes another tree. It flares up and leaves magma in its wake.
well, I guess I'll use Glacial Prison, and I will... is it about, 400 feet from us, 200 feet from us?
You can get that close.
Okay. And I will form a glacial ice wall 150 feet in front of me.
Indeed. The water in the air condenses, lifting up into a solid wall. The aspect's gaze turns toward you. Through the semi-translucent wall, you can see its shape kind of malformed by the ice. Its eyes squint towards you as it looks at the forming ice and at the glow right behind it, coming from Borealis. With a roar, the aspect of fire charges forth. Forming a hunk of magma in its arms, it hurls it towards you. Fortunately, hitting the ice wall. The ice wall has HP, right?
Yeah, it's equal to a level 6 ice wall spell with the DC of 18 for saving throws related to its effect. But I think that's only if you were like inside.
I'll open the ice wall spell.
It no longer looks like a mountain.
30 hit points per. Okay. Oh, it's ruling secrets. Let's change it right now, shall we? Never whisper rules. Aspect of fire.
Oh shit.
Thankfully, the ice wall takes the brunt of the magma as it begins to slowly melt, but sustaining its form on either side where it wasn't hit. The magma moat solidifies into obsidian on its core, but the thing is still charging towards you, getting closer. 300 feet, 250 feet, 200 feet. What do you do? Griffin just lets his sword in a defensive stance, ready to run.
I'll start firing arrows at it, and me and Griffin will kind of kite it out
Sure.
to the left, more towards the ashlands rather than the fire.
You can roll like with your bow to see if you get hit with the arrows. If you're aiming at it, the whistling arrows whistling through the air, past the wall, arcing upwards, and then down toward it. One arrow sinks into its magma chest and immediately burns up. The other arrow seems to chip off a piece of it that flecks off, oozing magma coming out of that hole. Where the piece of obsidian lands, the forest ignites.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage for the second one if you want. All right. With another roar, that's fire conjures another hunk of magma, shooting it toward the wall. Just remind myself what the damage is on this thing. Shattering the wall at the center, leaving two pillars on the other side as it maneuvers through the wall towards you. Now it's about 100 feet as you begin running. At this point, it's going to be like a skill check. The chase through the ash-covered forest commences as you do your best to avoid the aspect's attack. One by one, it hurls more of these magma balls at you. Can I get you to make me a DC 17 dexterity save, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Thank you. As the ball of magma sails through the air, it lands right beside you, splitting off into many pieces. Some of them bounce off you, but as soon as they come close, the Borealis ignites with this like bluish cyan flame that envelops the shards, making them into cooled pieces of obsidian that don't harm you as much as they would. Is it resistance to fire?
Yeah, so I take half damage.
You take 7, yes. Take 7 fire damage.
Yep.
You may take another action in addition to the check if you wish, but like really nothing more since your energy is focused on like flight at this point. If you wish to do anything, Griffin is beside you.
Is it close enough to cast a 100-foot cone?
Sure is. Yeah, it's
Okay.
100% back. Yep.
I will cast focus my energy before I run more into the Borealis and cast Breath of Winter,
Which is
a 100-foot cone of Hoarfrost Blast forth in a direction of my choice, dealing 98 cold damage to all creatures within the cone if they fail a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, or half as much on a success.
21 success. How much damage you said?
98. So I'll roll it. Nope.
Yep.
You can roll it. I don't have the big enough
98.
number.
Some intense music for this chase, shall we? There we go.
So where's the circle we have to get it to?
Far side of the grove. Griffin
Oh,
kind
that
of.
a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
You
Griffin.
see it take the damage, solidifying, slowing a little bit. You gain a little bit of distance since it took cold damage. It begins to cool, reducing its speed to like a standstill before it, with a roar, cracks out and begins chasing you again. You gain some speed from it. It hurls another magma ball at you, kind of using the force as fuel to heat itself up. That's another dexterity save, please.
Okay.
Yep.
1 second.
Yep. Successfully saving against it, you manage to dodge the fireball. Riffin, in turn, lifts his sword to kind of try and block it with a tangle of weeds that he conjures forth with a sword, blocking it entirely as well. One more of those, please, if you don't mind, as you are now entering the scorched grove, and you start seeing on the horizon the glow of the circle. Unfortunately, the fire aspect has gained some speed on you, and with a blazing fist, smashes the ground right in front of you, dragging ash in your face before the fist itself bashes into you. Go ahead and take that molten fist. Of 10 fire damage, 5 health, halved. One last check. As you can see now, the circle and the mages and your companions who have made it here, by whatever means, are now within sight as the
last check?
fire. Yeah, one last dexterity check as it charges forth through the ash. With an natural 20, you manage to sprint with your boots, gaining speed, dodging out of its way as you arrive at the scene of the Conjuration Circle. I'll go ahead and load us into this map of ours.
Brandon, no! You came after all!
No, you guys left it behind.
Oh no.
There's Riffin, and you volunteered, leaving you with you. Okay, 2 back. Everybody put yourself on a map where you think your character would be at this time. You and Riffin are obviously there because you've just came out of the forest leading toward the...
Where's the fire elemental coming from? The south. Oh, I didn't see it. I was saying.
Back in the circle, the rest of you feel the ground begin to quake softly at first, then heavier and more rhythmic, until Riffin and Pavo can be seen dashing hurriedly through the tree line toward the rest of you. A moment later, the tree line erupts in flames as the aspect bursts through the forest, leaving cinders in its wake. It seems to recognize you, all of you, and bellows in fury as it advances. I'll have all roll me initiative.
Upon seeing them, I chugged my potion of fire resist.
No, alright.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
I think I'm gonna do the same as well. Sounds like
Make sure you press your token before you roll it.
Rip.
Man, I think Pavo's rolled like a 20 on initiative like almost every combat in this campaign.
I've had shit initiative like this whole time. I literally rolled natural one on it.
It happens.
So Tom, I used my my fire resistance as well. You choked that.
Alright. Oh, we have a Steve's coming in, it's not coming.
Yeah.
Flare?
that sucked.
Flare? I'm gonna put Flare back here because she's not here.
Right, top of the round. I think everybody rolled initiative, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Top of the round, I would have that be like the NPC's round, essentially. Havel and Teva approach you, Pavo, seeing to your wounds, quickly casting healing upon you. You really only receive 2 points of damage?
Oh, did it not? Oh, sorry, it didn't. I don't know why it went back up. That's weird.
You know what? Let's keep it simple. I don't know what I'm not gonna backtrack
I
now.
was at 35. I don't know why it was at.
For the sake of
I
this,
was at
let's say
25.
Pablo and Hab will use their entire turn to heal you up to full health as they retreat back, taking shelter. They inform you that they will attempt to stabilize the fallen heroes in this fight, but won't be able to heal fully again until the end of the battle. So, you know, be sure.
My brain was dumb and did the math, but forgot to go down a number.
Don't die again.
Riffin
Never
retreats.
died.
You can see he's exhausted of the chase. And he goes, "The task of facing the aspect of fire falls onto you, defenders of Aldehat. I'll be right behind you." As he, with the rest of his speed, makes it about this way. The mages, you can see Oddwald and Susan have already began the sealing ritual. Oddwald calls out, "Hold his attention so that we can maintain focus on the ritual." You can see an orb-like shield around them that seems to be holding steady for now. The battle commences. We have top of the round. Wow, I rolled 2 for that, so good fire. Amazing. Pavarad.
Cool. So I have this. So I have increased speed at the start of combat, and I can make an additional attack with an attack app, I believe. So I'm going to cast a Ray of Frost.
Casting a spell is an attack action? Pretty sure it's casting a spell.
Casting a spell. There's a reason you can't do cantrips and then attacking.
Oh.
Yeah. It means like a bow or like a sword. That's the additional.
Then I will hit it with my bow.
Because casting a spell requires like somatic components and stuff that takes your turn.
I
Actually,
see.
yeah. Sure thing. Loading up your bow, you loosen the string, and it hits true. You can go ahead and roll damage for both of those, as they both hit very, very large lumbering target.
And I roll an extra 1d8 damage.
Jesus.
That's 32 damage.
Yeah, you did the math? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to whisper GM.
Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. 28 damage.
How about I... 8
I can't
plus
count.
8 plus 12 plus 3. Yes. 28.
And I skadoodle my noodle.
I think it's only for one attack.
35.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
only added a d8 to one of the
I
attacks.
rolled an 8 damage on one of my attacks.
Yeah, he did. It's all good.
Oh, you're only doing the 3. I thought you were doing an extra 1d8. I was like,
I think I can actually attack once more because I have 2 attacks, but I don't know how that works.
The
Then
bow,
it just doesn't get
the bow
the-
is magical, correct?
Yep.
Yep, it's magical.
I'm pretty sure you can attack once more, you just don't get the d8 thing.
Yeah, I'll also make my 3rd attack then, and that does not hit, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. The 3rd arrow sinks in, burning up, but you did cause some damage to it as the chunks of it come apart. It grabs onto one of the trees beside it, and begins to sort of rekindle itself. That is that. Unless you have anything else on your turn. Yeah.
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Wilkes.
Alright. Locust with his staff in hand will cast Tasha's Mind Web as ethereal vines seem to erupt from the back and flash at the flame elemental. It's a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
It rolled a -1.
That's a thing?
So if he rolled a nat 1 and he has a -2 to his intelligence save.
Ah.
So he takes 6 psychic damage, and on his turn, he can only take an action, a bonus action, or a movement action. He has to pick like one of the 3. He can't take all 3 of them.
And an intelligence saving throw at the end of that.
No, the failed intelligence saving throw is I think it only lasts for 1 round. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
All right. Anything else?
And I'll use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh, because why not?
Rollo.
That's my turn.
Yeah, okay. Not too sure what I can do that's very
I need to
helpful.
make a macro for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I can do to actually help. But I'm looking in my I have an iron net that I could use, but it's not gonna do anything against that. So maybe could I make like some sort of tripwire? Because I have 2 daggers.
Describe to me
I
what you're
could
doing,
use.
and I'll tell you if it works or not.
Okay, so if I want to go like
He can't take reaction, so you can like
somewhere like here
walk
and on
up to him,
either
stab
end.
him, and then run away with no problems.
I was gonna make maybe like a tripwire like here somewhere, put a dagger on either end, and maybe stretch out that like net, the iron net that I have maybe.
If you get creative with it, I can allow you, even if you're willing to put yourself in such a close position here,
Yeah.
and you were willing to say that you've been doing this in preparation for the aspect to arrive, I can say that you used what's in your inventory to make a tripwire,
Yeah, so like the
tying
iron
it
net I'm
between
gonna
tree
use.
trunks.
Yeah, and I have the dagger I can use, and my daggers. I've three. No, I have one. I have one dagger. Okay, I can use the dagger to maybe help set it or dig a hole, or use the branches to kind of entwine like the iron net around them to fixate a point. I could use the metal cage too, if need be, to hold something down.
It's your turn. I just want you to do something. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Try to make like a tripwire out of that.
Okay, you finish up your triple trap. I'm gonna say it is about 25 to 30 feet across over yonder. Yes.
Yeah.
Across this chasm. All right. Shungo.
Chungo. I guess we'll get ready. Does Chungo have items? Chungo does not have items that will do much. Hold on, what does a potion of heroism do again?
It gives you the effect of a bless spell for 1 minute, and I think it also gives you temporary HP.
Yeah, you gain 10 temp for 1 hour, and for the same duration, you are under the effect of bliss. Chungo will chug that potion as well. Chungo now is
It's a
fireproof.
potion.
What does bliss do? Is that a spell?
Yes.
It gives you +4 to your saves and attack rolls. Plus 1d4, not +4.
Plus 1d4. Add number roll
Okay.
to attack rolls and saving throws. Yes. Lasts for 1 minute. Or as long as the
Potion
potion
lasts
is
Potion
for
of
an hour.
heroism, yeah, is 1
Potion
hour.
of heroism lasts for an hour. Okay, I see. It's an upgrade. Awesome. Just remember you have it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just prepare.
Yeah, just prepare.
All right, Ashling. As you may take your turn.
Dodge.
you-
Sorry.
Okay.
No, wait, that's not bonus. No. Oh, wait. I have action, because Drinking Potion is bonus.
He
Yep.
can only, yeah. Also,
So,
on his turn, he
dodge.
can only take a movement action, or an action, or a bonus action. He
I
can't
mean,
move
stepping
and
on me.
attack. So,
Yeah, when you're that big, you can just walk on.
He is giant.
Chungo,
Movement could be it.
what's up? Tread.
What?
Do you have
Yeah, sorry.
Something you
Prep
wanna do?
dodge.
dodge action?
Yeah.
Okay, you're dodging. Ashling.
Can't follow these feet.
Since I'm already at a pretty decent distance from the creature at this time, I'm going to use my steady aim and use one of my frost bolts in, I believe that goes in my crossbow. Yeah, so I have my steady aim, which basically it gives me advantage. If I remember correctly. Yeah, gives me advantage on my next one. That's how that works. I gave myself advantage. Yeah, okay. advantage. And I use my... Now, I don't see a thing on my hand crossbow that gives me the extra damage. Is that something we're just gonna put after?
Sure. You're just rolling dice in the end. With advantage, 23 hits.
I don't have it written anywhere on my sheet what the extra damage is that my frost bolts do. I think it was just like a...
1d6 cold.
Is it just like a 1d6 or something?
I said a 1d4.
D4?
Yes.
Oh, no. Do I have to put roll first? Nope. How do you do it?
slash.
How about this? I'll roll the 1d4, you roll me the hand crossbow damage. 2 plus 6 is 8 in total. Indeed, where the bolt hits, it solidifies and sticks there, kind of solidifying in the obsidian where it struck the shoulder. It's a meager amount of damage and barely slowed it down, but it is something. I'm doing math. Okay. Okay. Anything else on your
I
turn,
have no
Ashley?
movement. Since I used my steady aim, my speed is 0, so...
All right.
And I believe that I can't prep for my next turn in anything like that, so I think I'm good. Just gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
You have bonus action robes.
I do, but none that I can use in conjunction with steady aim.
Dots.
Dodge is a bonus action. Steady aim is a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, Wilkes, the time has come. What is your thing? It can only take a movement, an action, a reaction, or bonus action.
It cannot take reactions at all. It can
Okay.
choose between an action, movement, or bonus action. I'll put in the chat.
Sure thing.
Cautious mind whip.
hey, good spell.
It's a really great spell.
All right. The aspect proceeds to move, charging past where Pava was, forward, moving. I need to measure this. 30 feet ahead before it is affected by your trap there. I'm gonna go ahead and make it roll me an adventurous dexterity save, just because of its size. An 18, so it is slowed down, halting there, but doesn't trip prone as it begins to get tangled by the metallic chain of your tripwire. Turning towards you, it cannot attack because of the mind-boggling psychic magic that Wilkes did. However, you do notice that where it trailed, it begins to burn up plant life all around it, and it flares up. Some chunks of it reform and heal up. But I mean, that's really all it can do on its turn currently. Pavo, it is your turn.
Okay, I as a bonus action, I'd like to click my boots together, boots of speed,
Yep.
and I will now scoot over here, and I will empty out 3,000 ball bearing as I run by.
Didn't we agree that ball bearings can only have to have 5 feet at a time?
I rip the bag open.
You know what? I'll allow it. 3,000 ball bearings, an unrealistic amount to carry, spill onto the fucking. Where do you want it to go?
Isn't that gonna just fill like the entire map or something?
No,
I think
Just think about
1,000 fills one
Like
square. I think.
we're not
this?
using rules. Therefore, we're okay. So you're filling it like you're running cross like that. All right,
Yeah, and then there will be some here and here.
sounds good. All right, you're just strategically placing them, just saturating the ground with ball bearings, making sure that there's a solid layer that sinks into the ash, and then another layer on top of it that actually rolls on top, and then more ball bearings on top of that layer. Really, a ball pit of ball bearings just spilling out inches from Chungus' feet. All right, tight.
And on top of Rolo's head. Rolo.
Dang. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
So, a bonus action. Oh, yeah.
Actually, you're on your scorpion, and I highly doubt a scorpion can slip on ball bearings because it doesn't like have a flat. It
That's
has like
true. That's true.
points.
Also, Pablo, you ended your turn in the ball bearings. Wouldn't that mean that you have to deck save to get out of it?
A creature
I mean-
moving across the covered area must succeed on the sea. He is technically putting it behind him. If he ends his turn there, I'll allow him to like stay upright.
I mean, I'm in the ball bearings. It's fine. It's the end of my movement, so I'm not gonna like chase it. Actually, I could probably move a little further. I could,
Yep.
and I will. There. Entered.
We'll guess.
So holding out my free hand, my ring of spellstoring glows as I cast the stellar body spell.
Oh.
Two orbs of white light float around me, and I shoot one of them at him.
Which does
Fuck.
what? Is it just
Well, it
reading
didn't
damage,
hit.
or is it blind and can't save? Okay.
Both, but it didn't hit him.
That's to hit first.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the hit first.
104.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then that is my turn. Roll a 5. 6. Oh.
As the orb of fire sails past, it distracts him. He looks confused at the sheer amount of action around him. The aspect violently smacks the ground. Ball bearings are being sent flying along with the ash, and he smacks another hand right next to the scorpion with a legendary action. Molten Fist, please.
Oh shit.
What's the AC of your scorpion there, Rollo? It is 15.
Oh no.
A 27 hits.
Oh, I have to ask, what is this? What level is the dean? And like, what are his? Because the
He's not here.
the stellar body spell would be using his DC, right? Not mine,
Correct.
because he's the one who casted it in the ring.
Yep.
I
Alright.
just remembered that.
Let me look it up.
That's gonna
I'm
be
sorry.
maybe spicy.
I'm sorry.
I can't do anything with sorry. It's a good habit to do this over the week. Okay, I receive a magic item, so I write things down for it. But if you need to
I just thought about
what are you
it.
looking for? I have his sheet in front of me right now.
What's his spell casting modifiers?
+7
What's
to
his
hit
spell
with
DC
spell attacks.
basically?
DC 15.
DC. Okay, it's the same DC as I do. Alright.
+7 to hit. Yeah,
So it still missed. Yeah.
still missed. Yes.
Sound good.
Okay. Sash, your scorpion shudders at the fist as it hits it for 18 fire damage. That's the legendary action of the monster as you take your turn.
Oh my. Well, so did my trap work or?
It snared him, but didn't trip him because he's so large that he just got tangled in it, and the trees, because they're rooted in the ground, are keeping him there. But I mean, this thing it's like 2 stories high, and
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Can my scorpion? Is the scorpion okay? Can he still move? Or is
Yeah,
he
he's
hurt?
just injured, like burnt a little bit, obviously, but he can move. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take him out of danger, hold my breath, and go underground because the tent's not too far. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe aggressively poke his foot and then get out of there. Like I'm gonna take my rapier. I'm gonna come from like underneath his foot because I don't think it can really do anything. And I got a pretty long rapier, so I'm gonna use that.
You have an extra long rapier.
Wait, this guy
I
can
have
cast
it.
fifth level spells?
So
Anyone's
remember that your
cast-
power speed is 20. You can travel 20 feet underground with the scorpion. Yeah.
Yeah, is this close enough?
Yeah, it is close enough. I'm just saying,
Okay.
what's your movement like? Yeah.
Yeah, so like right there. I pretend I'm gonna be like I don't know what his feet are
A
exactly.
16 hits.
Yeah, and okay, and I'm gonna do the thing, 11 piercing.
Yep.
Awesome.
Plus sneak attack from it being just within range of you 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know my own character. Yes.
Yes, totally.
Cool. Okay. All right. +7. All right. And then you scuttle away.
Yes.
So 5
I-
feet
I-
there,
I-
15 feet back. So what they hear? Okay.
Yeah.
And unburrow or stay on the ground holding your breath.
I'm gonna stay under my breath for now, just so in case he attacks me.
Sure thing. All
If
right.
I can.
Chungo.
Chungo's gonna walk over here for a second,
Mhm.
and he's gonna look over at the. Oh my god, I can't remember his name.
Susan
It's
Oswald.
like Cobian, Oswald. Oh my god, Corbin, Oswald.
Ebenhart, yeah.
And we were like, Chungo knows a little late for this. But do you have ways to make Chungo's weapon magic?
In between crackling energy and intense ritualization, he looks over you. You're kidding, right? This is a joke to you. Go distract the damn thing. He's
Wait,
super- Yeah, what?
just ask Rickon for the sword. Ask him to toss it to you.
Rickon is over there, like kneeling on the ground, like his sword is kind of being used as a lean-to. You can take a sword if you want.
This is all of Chungo movement. Chungo's gonna like give him his mace. I feel like can Chungo borrow that?
Yeah, you can use it better than me. I'll be right there. I'm just gonna catch my breath. Yeah, and he hands you the sword. You know how the sword of wood works, yeah? You have the handout?
Yeah,
Cool.
I can grab that handout again.
Okay, cool.
Sword of the wood. Can I make it blunt?
Technically, it requires attunement.
Damn. Whatever, Chungo grabs it.
Okay, cool. It's still a sword. Still magical.
Alright, yep.
Riffin just goes, something about last minute preparations!
Chungo shrugs.
Ashling.
I'm just gonna take the same action as last time, so using my steady aim and frostbolt.
Oh wait, actually, switching weapons is probably an action, right?
No, it's a free action.
Alright, I use
16 hits.
brush back. That's it.
Yep, 16 hits. For...
Less frost. Did you only have one vice? Oh,
Oh wow, 16 hit.
Give me 2 seconds. I believe
This
actually
is,
Yeah, right.
this, this is the BBEG.
Didn't do it right. Dang it. How do you do
With
it?
16 AC.
No.
so you do that, and then space 1d4.
Or you can use the dice rolling tool on the side.
Or you can use dice rolling on the side.
Did it? I did it. 4. Yay. 12 damage.
Or you can use brackets.
True, but that's complicated.
It's easier. We...
Another
So you
flash of blue frost solidifies a section of it before that Brazilian rock sinks deeper inside of.
Jeez, brackets.
Alright, the Aspect of Fire is going ahead and roll me a strength to get out of that ensnarement. Rolling 11, it's still ensnared. That's fine. You see it flare up once more, rekindling, as it takes. Oh, it can't take legendary actions now on its turn. That's fine. You're borrowed. You're snared. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, alright. Pavel, go ahead with your turn as I figure something out here.
Okay. Pavo takes out a scroll and starts speaking. Bird folk.
Wait, you have scrolls?
Common.
I do have as well. No, Pavo starts speaking Sylvan as he pulls out a scroll and it starts to float in the air, and his Rhea amulet starts to float, and the scroll folds up into the shape of a knife, and he casts Ice Knife. That I now have to get the spell for. Urge faster.
Ice knife.
No, I gotta just add it to my sheet so it'll roll.
Whoa. Does a 13 hit?
It is a 14 hit.
Oh, you already rolled?
Probably
Okay. A 14 does not hit, no.
That's okay.
Alright, Lucas.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use the last light.
You still gotta do the dex save, though.
What do you mean?
And I scoot.
Did you throw it near the
You guys
creature?
gotta describe your spells, otherwise I don't know what you guys are doing.
So Ice Knife, even if it missed, the explosion can still happen and hit the
It
cold
explodes?
damage. Yeah?
I rolled a 14, that's what I did.
Just missed.
Alright, it's fine, you could.
Okay.
It explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Ice Knife's one of my
Got it,
favorite
natural
magic
20.
spells.
I like
Oh.
how you rolled a 1 for all your damage.
Yeah.
And then he took none of it.
Okay, does it have advantage?
Who has advantage? The aspect of fire.
Well, you
He
rolled the
passed
dexterity
anyway.
aspect of fire.
I said I rolled a 14.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, we'll use the last stellar orb of light. Hey, we hit him. Make a con save or he's, and on a fail, he's blinded.
22.
Well, he passed, but he still takes a 19 radiant damage.
You got it, boss.
And we are going to move just a little bit closer, like right here, I think. How far is he now? Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Chungo, brace yourself as he raises a molten fist that has a 15-foot
That's such
reach.
a cool spell.
22?
Yes, I get hit by that.
25 fire damage, but you have resistance.
How?
So 12.
Can I guess I would have to be ready for it, but no. Bring it. I was
This
gonna
is big
Top
reach.
grapple his
round
arm.
Since you were dodging, I don't know what you're asking me.
I was gonna grapple his hand so he pulls me back with him.
Has to be prepared action.
Exactly.
Alright. 14 fire damage as it is now Roll's
14.
turn. 14.
My
We're good.
14.
Because he
I have,
has a
half-
potion of fire resistance, though, which helps him with that fire-based damage.
And is it rounded up or down?
Rounded down.
It's 12.
It is 12.
Okay, I'll give myself 2 HP.
Woohoo!
I was gonna bring a calculator, but I honestly don't care. Damage is damage.
Rollo, you're still borrowed holding your breath on the ground. What do you want to do? Alright. Chungo, it is now your turn.
Alright. Leaping jump? Or like a... that's an action, right? Chung will just try to get through this.
DC 10 dexterity save as you may maneuver through it.
Oh wait, I have less for that, right?
Yep.
Please. Please 4. Dang it.
You
Chungo takes 1 step and falls down.
fall
Oh
prone.
no.
Chungo can use half his movement to get up? No,
Yeah.
that's after, right?
No, you can. You can use half your movement if you still have movement left.
I do.
believe.
So I use half my movement because I only used 5 of it. So now I have 10 movement left.
Shit!
Chungo pressing 1 more step.
Riffer just goes, nailed it.
Does he have to do it again?
Chungo good.
He's good.
No, it's moving through
Chungo.
A area, affected once per turn. Alright,
Oh, Chungo good.
there you go.
Chungo will take out the climbing kit and start climbing.
You can climb the fire.
He's climbing a mountain, okay?
Alright, cool. Can you make me... I don't think you even make a save.
Ouch.
No, just straight up
Roll
damage.
it, boy.
As you begin climbing it, you make it up the rest of your movement.
Chungo,
It takes
are you wearing anything flammable?
No. So half
Oh.
of 7.
Flammable objects don't include clothes.
So
It's
3.
not worn or objects worn on creatures. Alright, you make it as high as you have the rest of your movement. Anything else on your turn?
No, Chungo just braces to keep climbing.
Alright. Time for some Colossus shit.
Chungo does have a good glove, though, so
Uh-huh.
on
Yeah.
one hand.
Glove. Yeah, I bet you that's doing a lot of good.
You know what? You're climbing it. No, fuck that shit. As you... I think it's still within 5 feet of it. As you begin climbing it, it's... Can it? Yes, can.
Wait.
Hold the molten
Oh, yeah,
fist.
yeah.
Just slaps you like
It's
this.
gonna like try and
If
slap you
it
like
misses,
mosquito.
if it
Slapping
misses, is it gonna
himself.
punch itself?
17.
It misses.
You managed to hop into another part of it. Just shadow of the Colossus in this thing. Yep.
Yeah.
So does it do damage to itself?
No, it doesn't do
Yeah,
damage to itself. Alright. Ashling.
That's silly. If I was trying to punch you and you redirected my fist
Yeah,
to my
well,
face,
you
I think
burn
that would hurt.
kobolds
Touching
with
my own
green
nuts.
dragons, so man. Ashling.
Oh my god.
Never forgive, never forget.
Cool. I'm going to I'm gonna throw another frost bolt at it, and since Chunko's
How
climbing
many of those do you
it,
have? I'm just curious.
5 total. I've used 2
This is
of
the
them.
third one.
I have 3 left. So since Chungo is climbing it, I get to use my sneak attack without having to use my steady aim because I don't need advantage if another opponent
Yep.
is mid range. Yay. Cool. I don't have advantage, but that's okay.
Nope. A 13 does not hit.
Boo!
Sailing past, almost hitting Chungo, like where he was just about to grab, just the arrow just sinks into that spot, revealing that it was like a loose chunk upon magma that sinks in. He's like, oh, thank Christ, I didn't grab into that. As he continues to climb.
Whoa.
Oh. It is blazing hot, and you're just like, oh, potion of fucking fire resistant, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
I'm going to move. That's because I don't have the right thing.
You gave Riffin a club, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, just a club?
Mace.
Mace, okay, thanks.
And then I move over. Cool. Okay.
Chungo, you begin to feel the heat beneath your hands as the aspect begins to flare up once more. It grows cool toward the bottom, but then the heat rises up throughout its body until it opens its maw. And, alright. Ashling and Riffin, can I dexterity saving throws, please? 17, 1, 2.
What?
Oh my gosh, it recharged immediately.
Yes. 17. Nope.
I also get +1 on my deck saves because I have.
Okay, so 13 versus a DC 17. Nice.
check 13.
Okay. Look on your feet and tell me that you don't have anything else. If you don't have anything else. Because otherwise, this is how much damage you receive as the orb of magma lands, spurting out.
Nasty.
Ashley,
Hold
I
up.
get I have my fire
Oh,
resistance.
fun!
So it's half of that, plus I have uncanny dodge, which I believe is another half, is it not?
Can you link it all to chat so we know? Well, guys, you do the
Science
same
check.
save, by the way.
Well, I have, like I said, my uncanny dodge, and then I also have my fire resistance going. So, does that stack?
Yeah, you have the number, do the math.
Okay, so I take 5 damage.
Is that technically
Wait.
an attack?
wait, am I supposed to be rolling to save also?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Wilkes.
Oh shit.
Get with it.
Which is really important because I only have 21 HP to start with, so we don't take 21 damage.
Well,
That'd
shit.
be bad.
Yeah, Wilkes.
Is that technically an attack? Oh, attack roll. No, we're good.
60 minus
Stab
21,
someone.
21 is 1. It's
Oh wait, but I
39.
have the fire resistance
Okay.
potion, so it's only minus 10.
Griffin just comes out of the explosion, just like all like ashen up and like all like earning the name. All right, lifting up his mace, he looks up, goes up to his feet. He's like, "All right, let's do this." Ow!
Oh,
All
yeah, I
right.
thought he earned the name because, you know, everything he once knew was burned to ash.
Bring it up. All right. Aspect of Fire now takes its turn. Get off my body. That's
Okay, I
great.
hope it
That's a
misses.
16, 18 hit.
Hey, 22 or 20 AC.
Oh my god, it fucking tries to shake you off all the while.
I'm like
Go ahead and roll
bonking it
that
with the shield every once in a while.
strength to get out of that trap. Finally snapping out of that trap that's snaring him. The two trees beside him falling over in a path, in a cross kind of formation. He is gonna start moving. Gonna rule that the saving throw against those ball bearings, DC 10, natural 20. Doesn't give a
Oh my god,
single
no!
doesn't give a single shit. I'm gonna go ahead and
Ball
put that on the
bearings
map
Just
later
fail.
melts under
because
his
it's
feet.
distracting me. Map, and this is map layer as well. Malt bearing. Yeah, Chungo, you're just gonna move with this guy as he moves
Yep.
and charges forward toward where that fire has just landed. Oh.
Wait, does that
he
mean he's getting
moving.
closer to us?
Does
I
that
need-
molten stuff count as
need to
magical
end-
fire?
I need to end somewhere that's like not okay. It's over here. What? What? What's your question?
Is that magical fire on the ground? Is that magical fire on the
Yeah,
ground?
it's magical fire.
Okay.
I'm just placing it there until the
30 feet
round ends just to mark where the area is. I'm gonna delete it afterwards. Yeah. Like I'm gonna literally like just end round top of round. It's gone. Like you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's a one-time effect. Yeah.
I'm mobile, so I get to run away.
If you so wish, and you still have your reaction.
I get to run away.
Yeah? Okay. Cool.
Assuming you survive.
So I get
Oh,
to
that's
run
the
away.
end of
By,
his
I think
No,
it's. I think
it's it slapped Shunglewood was running 40 feet ahead past the ball bearings. Yeah.
I know that's not. Is it? I
Pavel.
have a thingy that lets me do that. It wasn't that. It was.
Uh,
No.
Jungo, do you need a health potion?
Oh, Chungo's
It's a big
fine.
curvature.
Best.
Chungo's fine.
Hey, Pavo. Pavo.
Oh, Hunter's dying.
Yeah, my BBGs keep cutting
Yes.
everybody's internet.
It's Ray of Frost.
Fast.
There's a beam of light comes out of the stand. Oh, up there it is. Does a 24 hit?
Both hit.
Oh wow,
17 hits if you cast it twice.
I can't cast it twice. It was
24
lagging
hits.
on my end, so 24 hits, cool.
15. Woo.
Reducing its speed by 10 as well. That's important to know what your spell does. Because I don't memorize them all.
Yeah. Anyways, I use my movement to like come around over here.
I'm doing math.
You,
Okay.
you ray of frosting a path up its body.
Yes, I'm Ray of Frosting. I'm going like a laser just up its.
Thank you.
I'm not
And,
sure if
uh,
like the molten would be easier to like.
It also takes 2
hook
force
onto,
damage
Or
From the
if
spell?
like the ice would be easier to hook onto.
from
the spell?
Zephyr Strike.
Okay. Then you cast
Zephyr
Ray of-
Strike only it only
it better?
adds 1d8 force damage if you make an attack roll with advantage.
Advantage. I get advantage. I give myself advantage.
Yeah.
Weapon.
Did
What?
you?
Anyways.
Oh, it's bonus action. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Also
a bonus
weapon.
action. Oh,
But you
right,
cast-
never mind. Anyway, it's 2 damage. I end my turn.
One weapon attack roll. It's not a spell roll. Again, like,
Yeah.
this is a repeating theme with the session for some reason. Anyways, all right. Neat. Yeah, I'll go greedy. Whatever. I've this. I'll cost damage to myself. I don't care.
I like that.
Right below itself, at its feet, it throws another magma throw. It is 40-10 against a DC of 17 for all of you stand below it, except for Chungo, who's elevated. Does it hit? 60 all creature with 15 over the target location. 15 feet within target location is upwards as well. So yes, Chungo as well. The DC 17 saving throw as the magma throw lands at its feet.
Plus the D4. 15, damn it.
Fuck, 1 point.
The total damage I rolled is 22.
So 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my reaction to also cast the absorb elements to reduce that to half again, so I take 5.
I wonder if like reducing half stacks or it's just like a home
Typically
rule
it
that
takes-
I mean, if it takes
Uh,
the spell, then
yeah.
It
should
typically
be
takes
okay.
the highest,
Oh,
right?
cool. I rolled a 3d6 on Riff,
Yeah.
and he's still getting up on his feet. He's like, from one blast, he's like, all right, let's do this, and another blast in his face.
Oh no!
39 minus 22 is 17.
If this was an attack roll, I could help him, but it is not.
Spell. All right.
No.
Riffin's going to go ahead and roll initiative, actually, now that he's back on his feet. He rolled a 19. So he goes now.
Get him, Griffin.
Wilkes, go ahead and think of your turn as the Ash Knight
I know,
charges
I'm
forth, making 2 attacks with his mace. I'm just going to say these are mace hits. Bludgeoning damage, same shit. It's not magical, doesn't matter.
Well,
6. Okay. I'm helping!
good job.
And then I cause damage to myself.
I know what I'm doing. We are
All right,
moving
Wilkes.
20 feet here. I'm looking at him. From me to the fire elemental, we're casting Gust of Wind. DC 15 strength save. Fuck. Does this thing do anything other than pushing me? It, any creature within the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 feet it moves when moving closer to you.
That applies to Chunko too, doesn't it?
Which part?
I'm moving closer to me.
Can you guys like post spells onto chat, please, so I can like read them?
Yeah,
as
no
well?
problem.
Because otherwise I have to search for them. Thank you.
I was trying to push him into the ball bearings and maybe have him fall down. It'd be hilarious if it worked, but it didn't.
Okay. So he doesn't even get pushed?
Nope.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to just go back here. That's my turn.
Alright, it still follows you. It's a concentration spell.
Wait, does it follow me?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Read your spells.
If it follows me, it might here instead. Okay.
Okay. Alright. As you're fanning the flames more, like you can see from its core, the flames kind of bellow out in a trail behind it as they follow the winds. I already used that. I'm going to just go ahead and do a Molten Fist before we move on to Rollo if she's back. She's not.
Who's the fist to?
22.
To
You.
I'm back. I'm
You're
back.
back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to unmute. I was listening the whole time.
22 damage to you, 22 to hit Chungo. As it slaps you, as you keep climbing it, 15 fire damage resisted.
so 7.
Yes. Can it move as a legendary? It can. It doesn't have legendary action move. Interesting. Okay. Rollo, you're still borrowed,
Yeah.
holding your breath.
No,
the
I'm
under.
not. No, I on my last turn I said that I emerged. I didn't do
Okay.
anything on my
You're
last turn.
emerged. You're over there. What you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try and make my way a scorpion if it moves faster. How much is it?
40 feet.
40 feet.
You can dash too, but like, if you want. So
Will it
80,
use a
80 feet
flying
if it dashes, but you can't take any other actions on the turn. Mountain combat.
That's true. What if I took? Okay, let me think. Let me look. I've racked that.
What if it rode me?
What if it rode me? I have I want to use sneak attack, but I have to get there, so I don't know how. Where's my measuring tool?
Given that I
Your-
also have that,
let me
since
explain
Chungo
this again.
is on it.
Your scorpion and you have different actions pools. Your scorpion can dash as an action 80 feet.
But I don't want it to take my action.
It doesn't take
It
your
doesn't.
action. It's mountain combat.
It
Okay.
takes
Same
the
thing.
mount's action.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
So,
so
your
I'll
scorpion could be like yeet, and then
I
like
want to keep the
yeet,
scorpion like over here, or like just outside the fight. Oh yeah.
like
Okay,
it can
so
go
that
like
way.
this easily,
Yeah.
and then you
instead
can
of
take your
using,
action.
And now
Also,
that-
since Chungo is climbing it, you automatically get sneak attack. By the
Sneak
way,
attack? Okay,
It's
is
within
this
5
place
feet.
like right here safe? Is that place like right there
I
safe?
believe. What?
Yeah, within 5 feet. So since he's
Like-
climbing it, he's within
Just roll,
5 feet. For now.
roll talk on your turn. You want here?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get off my mount and I'm gonna like stab it aggressively in the toe.
Move your
It's, like,
tokens.
right
you can
here.
drag your token around the
Yeah,
map.
right here.
Okay.
Right here. I'm gonna use
You can't
my
end
rapier.
your turn in space, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's my rapier? Here. I'm gonna use my rapier because I don't want to touch it, and I'm gonna just stab it like as hard as I
You're
can.
within
and
5
look
feet of it, you'll
back.
still take the damage.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll try.
25 hits. You take fire damage from intense heat of in the proximity at which you're standing to it, but you do deal that sneak attack because you are now flanking. So 18 damage, and the blade is not magical. So yes, 18, 9.
Okay. So I take.
You take 5 fire damage from the proximity.
Okay, let me just.
Sure.
There you go.
Okay.
I did my turn. Yeah.
You cannot end your turn in its space. You still have movement. Where do you move?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move back. Then just like, can I get back on my scorpion?
That takes half your movement to mount and dismount. So no.
Okay, so I'll just move back like here.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It will go ahead and take its reaction to Molten Fistia. And Chungo, go ahead with your turn. As a 14 miss. No, 14 hits because you're not wearing any armor. You get hit for by additional 23 fire damage.
Guess
Wait.
what? Guess what? Rakish audacity or is it uncanny dodge? Uncanny dodge. Haha. Ha 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 ha.
Posted in chat. You can see
Wait, why
with
is Purple
attack, you
not
can
wearing
use
any
your
armor?
reaction to half the attack's damage against you. You take 11 fire damage instead.
Yeah.
Chungo.
Jungle climbs.
Chungo climbs.
Can I
This is
get
what
up
you're
to like the back of its neck?
Yeah, this is by you're at the top of it. Yeah.
All right. Jungle's gonna first test if a rope will hang on to the horns.
I have 18 health left.
Does it just burn up instantly?
It begins to sizzle, but doesn't burn up instantly. No.
All right. Now Chungo will slap with the back of its or the flat of the sword on its face.
Okay. You're just gonna secure yourself with the rope, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you want to rule?
Pretty much
blood-
just like looped it and then is holding it with one hand with the shield and then slapping the blunt of the sword on the face.
we can convert the damage type if you really want to. Go ahead and rule damage. Do we rule to hit?
I would like it.
Because you're basically
Why
like,
are you so insistent on it being bludgeoning?
Because Crusher. I have an idea.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Oh, because
I don't
it's
know
a
what
bigger creature.
I don't know what the 4 is for. Like
That's
other,
less.
I know, but the other 4 is like weird. Yeah,
Oh.
that hits.
That is. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, 3 + 1 magic bonus. What the hell is this?
You tell
Magic bonus 1? What the hell is it? Oh, this isn't. So putting the sword in doesn't actually put the sword in. What is the longsword? 1d8? Or short sword, I think?
26.
You want short sword or long sword?
I would like longsword because it's more damage. But it also requires attunement, and it was
Attunement.
for a small boy.
It was for short. Yeah, it was a short sword. Yeah.
So short sword.
It is 1d6.
Yeah. Bludgeoning. Alright, let's re-roll that, see what it does. 7.
Okay.
Now, I know it's a larger creature than me, but if I bitch slap it in the face with the sword, would you allow Crusher to activate?
What is Crusher? Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, sure. You can move it 5 feet from
5 feet.
space provided the target is no more than one size larger than you. It is several sizes larger than you are.
But I did it to the face.
Sucks. Like
That's fine. That's mainly why I wanted to do it for fun, too. That's fine. I'll just give it another whack.
I was like, if you roll a natural 20, I'd allow lols, but like, we have to be fair here. This thing is gargantuan.
Does 14 hit?
You can hit it. What? Oh yeah, 5. 14 does not hit, unfortunately. No.
Chunga's going to action search. Chunga's going to attack twice again with the sword.
16 hits. How many times are you?
And
Oh my
does it-
god, 16 hits. That second one hits.
Action surge lets you take the action again, which attack gives you 2.
Gross.
God, Chungo, your dragon's dogmaing this thing.
Yeah. And Chunga will start getting big boy on top of it.
Why didn't you start with that?
Because
The
now
bonus-
Chunga holding on good.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
And also because Chunga forgot.
Fair enough. All right, large Chungo fighting the Colossus, one bludgeon at a time. Ashling, it's your turn.
I'll use my steady aim to give myself advantage, and I get my sneak attack because Chungo's there. So let's go, Rascal. Whoa!
I made a bunch of
That's
melee
a
attacks.
lot. That's a lot.
So-
Thingies. Plus, I get my frost damage. Let's see if I remember how to do it. Like this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Just one. Wait.
All right, plus the 1. You start seeing the creature slow down in its attacks. It flares up, but its flame starving. It begins to turn its head with Chungo upon it toward the forest line, and just rolls over the giant scorpion.
Oh, wait. It makes another strength save at the start of its turn.
I was gonna do that, yeah. It is 24.
It
You don't-
passed.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not doing shit.
I think it should be against Chungo as well, but
It's
Right.
only 10
I'm
feet
gonna be like,
wide.
because
This
it's secured
thing's,
by
like,
rope,
really
he's fine.
tall, right?
I'm
Uh,
roped up. Let's go.
yeah, and it's also like 10, 60, so you're probably like aiming at his feet. I'm just bringing this back because I can't select its token because of the spell. All right, so Scorpion just straight up just fucking 2d10. Just gonna chill there. Okay, Scorpion does 11 fire damage as it rolls over it toward the tree line, and again, Chungo, you begin to feel that heat increase as it flares up once more, kind of sealing its wounds, feeding on the forest. And then it's gonna just slap you real good. Does 21, 27 hit?
They both hit.
Both hit? Well, culminative of ignore the 17 plus 16. Resisted. 33, 32 is 16.
16.
And then it begins to heal up. Now I have to do math here because
Jungle is bloody.
Aspect of
Very.
fire doesn't treat plant life as difficult terrain, or whenever the aspect begins its turn in the space of begins its turn. Okay, it begins burning out. It doesn't heal up quite yet. Okay, all right. It begins to flare up and begins to heal up, feeding on the forest. Pavo, it is now your turn.
Cool. Since my boots are still active, can I do a standing jump across these, please? Or are they gone because he walked through it?
No, they're still there.
Ball bearings.
You can jump over them. Yeah, mind you, because Wilkus did not move the spell is still there. The blowing wind is still there. What's the DC for it? Gusting wind. Wilkus, gusting wind. DC
15.
15.
Yep.
Strength.
Yep.
So yeah, so the gusting winds are in your way, kind of lifting ash off the ground and spewing them toward the forest line. You'll just make that. Yeah, you managed to stay on your feet and you can maneuver through it. Yep.
I get
Plus four.
within range of it, but before I get into range of it, I shoot it twice. I shoot it with Ray of Frost.
Oh yeah, rangers
Nin-
have proficiency
19
in
hit.
saves.
A 19 hits.
Good. It takes 13 cold damage and is slowed again. And I proceed to get right up to it, and that act that uses Cruel Winds, which puts out any non-magical fires.
Your hit was
Wait.
7.
Wait, you rolled a 7.
So your to hit was
Your
7.
was 7, man.
Oh, sorry, I rolled a set. It does not hit, but I still do my ability.
I mean, non-magical flames, the forest fires quell down as it tries to desperately grab onto more branches, fuel itself, put them into its maw. It's going to take the entire round for it to...
It's within
Every
30
time I
feet, so
slap the
nothing
sticks away
around
from
it
his mouth.
catches
Yeah.
on fire.
Yep. All right. You can end your turn there.
Yeah, do I take half of 11?
Take half of 9, so 4.
Okay.
And it is top of round again. It looks towards you, angry that you're putting out the flames. It tries to feed itself and stomps at the ground. 23 hits.
Yeah.
18 fire damage, resistant if you have it. And
This guy never
DC
rolls
17
below 20.
Constitution saving throw to stay on your
Yeah.
feet.
His plus 90.
Con save?
Constitution save 17, yes.
Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, damn, he rolled so high. Con save.
Griffin gets up on his feet and charges forward with mace aloft, past the wind barrier, ruling that strength. Do it, Griffin. Yeah, Griffin. Is it
Did you do it
difficult
as the
terrain or is it just what? He's gonna jump up, hop up, spread his wings, and like float with the wind a little bit as he moves. Wow, this
Breath of
guy's. Oh,
Wild.
I was looking at aspect of fire. I was like, this guy has a lot of movement. Yeah. Okay. All right. He makes it like this way. He's gonna dash. Fuck it. He's gonna dash around and try and flank this thing to give you guys an advantage. Taking that 2d10 damage, ending his turn there, but giving you guys advantage. Riffin drops unconscious.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He had 17 health.
Wait. No, dude.
We haven't healed him at all since he was in that ball of fire.
I only have one potion.
Quickly, you start seeing the Pavel and Chava like rush in, but it's gonna take them like a fucking long time to get there. All right, Wilkus, it is your turn. You're still channeling your fucking gust of wind there from the shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the concentration on.
Okay.
And we're going to.
I'll Scrandy be like, I guess I'm just fucking, I'm just tree bark. I guess I'm just tree.
Well, I don't
Scorpion's like,
really
yeah,
want
no,
a
me
Strondy
save.
like.
Can you draw where the flames are spreading to?
Use your imagination, they're like all around them.
Great. Okay.
I mean,
we're gonna
Pavo is
cast-
taking out most non-magical flames with the Borealis just passively. But yeah.
tidal waves.
Well,
Gonna.
You control a wave
From-
of water that crushes down on an area within 120 feet. The
It's
area
30
can be
feet.
up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, up to 100 feet tall, 10 feet tall.
10 feet tall.
Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed 48 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. Success, half damage, no prone. The water spreads across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unpredictable flames, and pretty much forming a sheet of ice with the effect of the Borealis.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing. I'm also using the
Is Chungo high enough not to get affected?
Yeah, I mean it's only 10 feet high. And this
I'm gonna
thing is
use
like 20 feet.
I'm gonna use the Calm Emotions water as the material component for this.
I wish magic did things like that.
Hold on.
I asked Tom if I could do this at the end of the last session.
One moment, please. Please hold.
Fuck, it's terrible damage.
Each humanoid.
Your request.
Oh, humanoid.
I said I'd allow
Damn
it.
it.
I knew where you were going with that. I was like, I'll allow it, but I can't change the rules. It's
Oh,
an
wow.
aspect of rage. You can't just be like, I guess it won't like burn to fire and I can paint over.
Just calm him down.
Why is it bludgeoning damage, not cold damage? I don't get whatever.
I don't know.
Why is it not
It's-
like water?
It's
damage?
I'm just
force of
slamming
getting hit
him with
by
the
Draw,
water.
draw the area you're casting it on, please.
I mean,
Sure,
that assumes
it's,
that I
um,
also can't cast fear on it, right?
You can
Does fear say
cast fear.
humanoid?
Holy
I mean, unless it's immune to it, you can cast whatever
I mean,
you want.
depends what
and then-
that feature says. I don't know what your character sheet says because I don't have it in front of me. But anyway, can you draw me a up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide area?
Sure, I think.
Thanks. I'm gonna remove.
Because if you do this, I can't select a token.
Are you good?
30 feet long.
Is voice modded up?
What?
Oh, that's way
You have
too
a
big.
voice mod on.
Your voice mod's on.
I will destroy all.
Oh,
I pressed the end button, which is the macro for it. Okay.
Whoopsies.
That's funny. All right, cool. So that's just it. For it rolled a 20 save, so beats for half
It-
of 14.
Yep.
Cool. Which is what? Because I'm dumb. 7. All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast a healing word on what's his name? Oh wait, am I Griffin?
Griffin!
Are you in
Griffin.
range?
It's Riffin, not Griffin.
Let me
Sorry,
double check
Griffin.
the healing word.
You're not within range
Six.
and you're not within sight. You can't see him.
It is 60 feet. We're
He's
gonna-
behind the tree line, behind this giant thing. You can barely see where Riffin is at.
He's also 80 feet away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even. Okay, I don't even know Riffin's unconscious. Good
Yeah.
luck, buddy.
He ran in there like a hero and is gonna act out.
He's gonna die like a hero.
All right.
You wanna pass that healing word to someone on top?
Doesn't that have spell?
Yeah, you should
Bonus
totally
action.
heal Chungo.
Like Chungo, or I know Rolo took a bunch of damage.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Don't y'all have healing potions?
No,
What do you mean no?
She
No.
missed that part apparently.
yeah.
Where that fist coming?
I'm
I'm
waiting
sorry,
for Wilkes to end
um,
his turn. I can't do legendary actions
how-
until then.
How damaged does everybody else look?
I'm gonna die.
I will cast a healing word on Chungo. Use my bonus action. Where
Okay.
is that?
How much is it? Versus a molten fist that might not even hit because it's stabbing itself.
For 5.
It sure does hit. So go ahead and roll 5 and receive 23 fire.
So
Resistant.
Chungo's gonna look around.
That's
Chungo's gonna make eye contact with Pavo. Hey Pavo, do you have 28 HP? Do you have half of 28 HP? Oh, he's DC.
I have half of 28. Yes, I have a half.
Okay. Chungo's gonna look at you and be like, "I'm sorry." Chungo's gonna cloud rune.
You can cloud
Oh,
rune
wait.
outside of your turn.
Chungo can't cloud rune. Chungo gets punched in the face because Chungo gave his mace to Riven.
Yeah. There it is.
Chungo takes. Oh,
11.
Chungo lives because it's 11.
resistant. Yeah.
Chungo has 3 HP.
All right, and with that, it's Rollo's turn.
It's a good thing you took that 5 healing.
It is.
Man, I don't know what I can do. I don't want to die. I lost like half my health going to it.
Hmm.
You know what?
Does it
Run
last
away to get some
round?
healing from the little birds in the back.
Where's
It's
the
kind of what
little
Chungo's
bird?
going to do on his turn. Chungo's going to
Way at
fly
the
off.
back, like behind me, there's 2 birds, and they're healers.
Because this is just mainly a time fight. We're not need to fully kill him right now.
Hmm.
In a sense, they're doing
Well, it's
spell.
the point of
You
this
sure
fight
about
is that
that, buddy? You sure you're following the plan here?
I'm gonna get on
we
my
need to get it
scorpion.
into the circle. Go see if you can talk to Susan and Oswald and be like, "Yo, is it ready yet?"
I'm gonna get on my the scorpion here.
Half your
Okay.
movement. Yep.
Yeah.
Then you just repeat movement.
And I'm
Gotta pro my scorpion on the fucking rolling balls.
I don't know what to do. I'm a little.
These
You
guys
had all
back
round
here,
to think
they're
about it.
healers. These guys are healers.
Sure. You know what? I'm head over them if I can.
To whom?
To
You
the,
should dash on your
healers.
Scorpion
Yeah.
and pick up Riffin and take him away from the fire elemental.
I'm gonna have you move your own token. I'm not moving your token for you. Yep.
How do you move them as a whole?
You
just
highlight both yourself and
highlight both of
your
them?
token. You can drag and drop like select.
How do I know, but like how do I do both?
You can drag and
It's all-
drop and select both, and then drag yourself. I guess.
You can select multiple.
Oh, okay. I'll go help Griffin. I guess I'll try to get over there in time.
So like just taking the most direct route.
Yeah.
Roll me a DC 10 dexterity save. For your scorpion? Can you roll for your scorpion or do I have to roll it?
I think you have to because I can't.
Sweet. Easy. Easy does it. I'm just avoiding damage for you, for your sake. That's its full movement. It's dashing.
I could dash.
You have an action. You can pick up Riffin if you wish.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick up him on Scorpion.
45 and 35 movement from there as it dashes this away makes it about this way. That's fine with you?
Yeah, it's fine. I want him away from him. Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Awesome.
Clever, because next turn I was gonna literally match his face in. All right. How many actions is it? 3. Okay. Cool. Fist.
Fisting?
Fisting. Fisting Chungo for 25.
Who gets hit by fist?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Chungo fall down.
Do potions
Which
carry
way does
over after
Chungo
death?
get launched? Or is Chungo dangling there with his rope attachment?
You're dangling off his horn, yeah.
Chungo's gonna die.
How long is the rope, just for the sake of continuity?
Whatever
Please
comes
tell
in
me
the
you're-
climber's kit. So
Okay, like
So Chungo hits the
50
ground.
feet of it.
Healing potion.
Okay, cool. You yo-yo off the thing and then you hit the ground. This thing's only 20 feet long. Do you maintain large while you're unconscious?
I don't think so.
You become the small boy. You lose bless and you lose resistance, I believe. I don't know if potion carries over after unconsciousness.
It's for an hour.
Oh, okay.
Why would he lose bus?
No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Chungo,
Chungo, roll me
come
a death save.
Can you add a 1d4 to the death save since it's technically a save?
It is a save. Does bless
I'll allow
count?
it.
And also,
I love
giant
how
doesn't
this
say
is
anything
there,
about
like,
becoming
close together all
small
evening.
when you get down.
It's not concentration.
No,
It doesn't say like until you lose consciousness and disabled. Really?
no. Doesn't
Sweet.
say
Okay,
that.
you stay large.
Chungo is still large. Also, all of Chungo's moves are also. You become magically large? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make weapon magical.
No,
Chungo death
you
save.
make your weapon deal more damage because
Chungo
Yep.
good.
1d4,
1 green.
4, above a 20.
It doesn't matter. It has to be nat 20.
Oh, does it? It
Yeah.
can't just be a total of 20 or higher?
Nat 20 gives you 2. Or, well, I think nat 20 save a lice.
Do you end your turn there?
Dead body, Chungo? Dead body Chungo has to end there.
No.
No, now better question. How far do I get launched from getting punched off his head?
You drop where you
Well, yeah.
vertically down.
Yeah, but he also has momentum through his fist, dude.
I guess he kind of like splat at you against him and you fell off like a dead
I was
fly.
on his head, though. Did you just
Oh.
bonk his own head?
Yeah, he went.
Shango is
He
cooking.
pressed you down like a pretzel.
Shango is cooking. I'm not gonna make it crit because it's not a melee hit technically. It's a spell effect, but
Technically, I
He
also
still has
have
resistance to
resistance,
eat-
so you can
Yeah,
you can pair it on
I don't
that.
know how to handle magic attacks when you're unconscious. Like when you're rolling death
I don't
saves. Pretty sure when it hits, just red.
well, Molten Skin's
Yeah,
not
I'm
an
just
attack. It's a melee effect,
So-
right?
What I was also saying is, if you're downed and you get hit by an attack, it's 2 red thing. But since I have the potion of
it's-
fire resistance, you can
it's
bank
a
it on
critical.
that to make it 1.
If it's a critical, you get hit.
Doesn't it
by
auto crit?
It auto crits if it's a melee hit.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not-
I'm
this
just
is not
saying,
a
if
melee
you
hit,
wanted
this
to
is just a passive
flavor it
effect.
as like,
This is you dying inside a trap.
ouch.
This is you dying on spikes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Suffering
good. Ow.
1. And then, Ashling, did you take a turn?
I haven't
No.
taken it.
Good. I was
Um,
like, because then Chunk was dead. Because now it's a melee hit.
Heal him.
So I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna use. I have a bonus action though that lets
Bonus
me
action
add-
dash.
I'm gonna use my bonus action dash. I need to be on the right thing. There we go. Dash for me is like 80. So, and I'm gonna give.
Pog.
I'm gonna give Chungo a healing potion. I'm gonna
Pog.
like force it down his throat.
That's an action, just so you know. Yep. That's a use an item action.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I have 2 bonus actions that let me dash, if I'm not mistaken.
You have
You
one.
cannot. You
right
can
now.
split your bonus action. You still have 30. Yeah, you still have 30 feet of
Uncanny
movement.
dash.
Yeah. Well, the
Or-
point is, I gave Chungo his stuff.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my. I think I have 30 left.
What type of potion did you get?
I think it's
Just
fine.
normal
Do a
healing?
regular healing
Fine,
potion.
Yeah.
Chungo, good job.
Still tie this thing. Like, shit.
Sorry, Chungo. I tried. My bad.
Chungo's okay.
And I ran away over here.
Chungo could have died.
Chungo
Hey,
could have died.
I saved Chungo. Thanks. Not my fault that the rolling was bad.
Chungo still says thanks.
Cheers. Okay. Alright then. What was the last thing you did to it, Pavo? Remind me.
I hit it with a ray of nothing. I just
cold
came over
damage,
here and
Right?
I didn't hit it. I rolled a 7.
You didn't do damage. Okay, but it was cold damage. Okay. Alright, one to each. One to Pavo, one to Chungo. So
Oh my god, it
Chungo
doesn't
out.
hit.
Chungo's
Chungo
good.
doesn't get a hit, and Pavo doesn't get hit. Pog. Alright. Alright.
Others.
It is.
Oh, Chungo, that was poggers.
Oh, it's start of its turn, though.
Chungo just like raises an eyebrow. And then
Yeah,
dabs.
Let me read
it's
When its
Its turn.
Space
I'll-
it burns the client's life away from all spaces it is currently occupying, healing 1d4 points for each 5-foot square.
it can't do that.
It is healed 17 damage in this way. It flares recharging the knife throw action.
Can it do that if you're holding on to the Borealis, which specifically says, I'm just looking at the Borealis. I know it can. I see what you're trying to do here, and I think it will work. I just want to be sure. Go ahead with
I
your
mean,
turn.
if he runs away full tilt,
No, it's
Um,
going to stick to this
he won't
force
be in
trying
range.
to burn it. It's going to stick here. So go ahead with your turn if you wish. I'm just going to open up. Where is the Borealis? And what can I... Oh, it's the Borealis. T, whatever. Crew wins. Wherever the staff goes, a bitterly cold boreal wind occupies it. The wind gusts intermittently within 30 feet of the attuned character and extinguishes all non-magical flames it comes in contact with. Done. Cannot heal. Alright. Maneuvering away from it still has its reaction. It's gonna smack you.
I have advantage on the dexterity saving throw with actually I think Zephyr Strike also gives me something as well.
It's not dexterity saving throw, it's just to hit. 20 if it hits, 22 it can resist it if you have resistance, but yes.
Yeah, I have resistance.
All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Zephyr
sorry,
Strike.
no, I don't. I don't provoke opportunity attacks with Zephyr Strike.
Okay, cool. Zephyr Strike. What are you doing?
I cast it on my arrows, and I loose 2 arrows, dealing 23 damage
20
and
21
1 force.
21, 23 hit, 23 indeed, and 1 force. All right. As they
And
hit, unable to heal, you see its form shrivel down to kindles. It shrinks down and becomes a lesser version of itself, still trying to revivify. You hear a cry from Oddwald from across the field. Freeze it! Use the Borealis!
Someone already
What
did.
of the-
Oh, wait.
How am I supposed to freeze it? Stab it. I guess I'm gonna have to stab it. I have to wait 6 seconds.
Okay. Riffin is rolling death saves.
Good, because I already
Lucas.
took my action and bonus
Yep.
action. So
Hunter, what fighting style did you take at level 2?
archery.
Just curious.
Is it
took
just
the-
1d20 or is it like Constitution modifier?
I can't hear you, Wilkus.
Death saves. Whatever.
It's just a 1d20.
You want to type it in chat? Cat?
Because I noticed you're only rolling with a +7 to hit with your bow. Wouldn't it be a +9 with archery, or...?
I'll double check.
Because you have a
Focus.
3 dex, 3 proficiency, and then it's a magic bow.
I have a +2. I'll see.
We are going to cast another
X proficient.
Tasha's Mind
interesting.
Whip.
Okay.
Oh.
Intelligence saving throw. We're trying to suppress him as much as possible.
Thank you for noticing that about my bow.
9.
He fails.
He
Can't
can't
take
take
react-
he can't take
takes
any further
psych-
damage, but he takes the effect, correct? So that's
Yep, he can't take reactions, and he can only take an action, movement, or bonus action.
gotcha.
Just one of the 3.
All right. That's it.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, roll. Rollo. You're still muted, Rollo. Going once, Rollo. Going twice, Rollo. Chungo.
All right. Chungo is going to down his greater healing potion.
I'm just gonna, unless she comes back, I'm gonna do what she was gonna say she was gonna do it on the last
Yeah.
time she was here.
How much is greater healing?
Uh, 1d8. 1d8
Plus.
plus 8? Yeah, because the normal one's 1d4 plus 4, and then it's 1d8 plus 8.
Potion of Grading Healing is 44 plus 4.
There you go. 44. I was like, I knew it's not 1d8, or else it's 44 plus, sorry.
44 plus 4.
13.
I think Sasha's might be fixing her mic, I'm not sure.
Alright, Chungo was 18
You did
HP.
what she was gonna do anyway, right?
Alright.
Do you think if Chungo grapples the thing, will you have an easier time, Pavel?
Maybe distract, get on the other side of it.
Alright. Chungo gets there,
Want to like hit it in the kneecap, bring it down.
and Chungo will do what he said there. Chungo will use the Blade of the Wood.
Eat tree, you fire bitch.
And attack twice. First one probably does not hit.
There is, again, it is still on ground. You're attacking it, taking chunks out of it. They hit automatically. This thing is incapacitated at 0 HP, technically, rekindling. As mentioned before, by the mage's cold damage will solidify it, giving you guys a time to seal it.
Okay. Chungo has no cold damage. But Chungo is trying to make it easier
Or
for...
at least at this weakened state, you can use the Borealis now in the circle. It's up to you guys.
I'm trying, guys.
Chungo is getting him down so that Pavo has an easier stab with the staff.
I suppose you could have just came and took it out of my hand.
Lay him down prone.
Whatever. Whacking
Ashley.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go
What's
over.
Chungo? You take 2d10 from rekindling.
Oh,
effect.
Ashley, do you have a scroll of like an ice spell still?
The only ice spell I have left is I have one frostbolt left.
Use it.
Use it?
It'll help. Yeah.
Kill it?
Yeah.
It's an attack. I thought at this point
I'll look it
the
up.
Borealis will freeze it.
Well, cold damage helps, as Tom just said.
Okay, I will use my last one, and I'll use my steady aim, which then I can have my sneak attack because Chungo's right there. It's my last frostbolt. And then I have...
I don't think you even needed to use steady aim because it's incapacitated. So
No, you
believe
need
should
to
have
use steady aim,
advantage
give you
on
an
attacks.
advantage. You still needs to hit the target. 15 hits, dealing that frost damage, which is perfect. As the
Don't you
last
get-
arrow hits, it freezes the remains, and they petrify into a moat of still obsidian. The rage quelled for now. Sasha, are you with us?
Unless the potion says so, the potions last past unconsciousness.
Yeah, that makes sense because like your body will still have it in your system. I'm gonna say that because I don't know where Sasha is. Rolo is heading off the Ashenite to the tenders who
No,
stabilize him.
oh my god. Hi, yes, I'm here.
I don't know what's going on with your mic.
I don't know why you're angry
Yeah,
about
the
your
headphones being
microphone.
weird.
I
Go
don't know
upstairs.
what you want to do on your turn, but I just had you bring Riffin to the tenders successfully.
I
They
was
stabilize
gonna
him.
help. Okay.
Yeah, you can help if you want. You're there. The party has petrified the aspect of fire into a moat of obsidian.
Yeah.
With the aspect's bright orange glow growing dim and its rocky carpet solidifying into a cool obsidian, it petrifies in place. You can still feel the intense heat coming off of it, and there's no telling how much time you have before it rekindles itself. Quickly! Calls out Outworld. The Borealis, bring it here! You're out of initiative at this point. You have some time.
Okay, bring the Borealis. Chungo, you should start dragging that thing closer to the circle.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Does it need to be in the circle? Just the Borealis?
It's
All right.
close enough.
Here it is.
Odwald and Susan beckon you to stand within the ritual circle center. The heat which surrounds you inside the circle is intense, but it feels as though the Borealis is pushing back against it. You feel the opposing elemental forces grate against each other as you reach the circle's center. Susan speaks softly. Plant a staff in the earth.
I stick it in the earth, ninth and deep.
The moment the staff hits the ground, a stream of energy shoots out and surrounds around the petrified aspect remains. Once enveloped, Chungo, you see before you, the aspect begins to lose its physical form, becoming one with the energy around it. It kind of flows into the circle and gets entrapped within it, but then suddenly, this flow of energy is pulled back into the ritual circle. Immediately, the heat dissipates and a wave of pressure emanates forth from the circle, blasting out, knocking those of you not within the circle prone to the ground. And for a moment, all is calm. I'm gonna change the music a little bit.
Damn,
Okay.
guys, we just killed Sauron, and he exploded.
Woo! Woohoo!
I don't know how to spell Q. Q. Loop.
Q
Off.
U E U.
Clear.
QEUE.
Play.
Quit.
No one died.
Quay.
For a moment,
Quay.
all is calm. With a strained groan, you see Susan Allwold rise to her feet, struggling against magic. The energies of that crackle from their hands feed into the circle, which once again begins to flare up. The ritual has been enacted, but something is wrong. There isn't enough power, shouts Allwold. The Borealis long confinement has left it too weak to provide enough energy. It needs more. A sacrifice to be made to feed the element.
Jungle will look back and be like, what?
What kind of sacrifice?
It needs more energy. The life of another. There's unstable energies flaring up and growing unstable beneath you as something tries to break out.
Avo takes a wearily old finger and touches the staff.
You would do such a thing?
Mm-hmm. If it means saving people.
What of your family? What of those who wait for you back there? He nods toward Alderhut. I insist I must be the one to give up my life. It was my mistake that got the wood into this mess, and it is only fair that I should be the one to remedy it. It is time others stopped suffering because of what I've done.
Well, if you insist. I guess
Say
we
no
have
more,
to
fam!
atone for our sins
It just like
in our own ways. May you have luck on your journey.
He nods in mutual agreement as he looks on to the rest of you. I thank you all for giving me an opportunity. An opportunity at peace. Susan, you're a good friend. We would have never worked out. I mean, you know. But you were a good friend, a good companion. I'll remember you for the rest of my life. The minute I got left.
All 3 seconds.
Steps toward the circle, toward the unstable energies.
I'm gonna hold his shoulder and be like, are you sure?
It's better you don't touch me when I do this.
What if we all touch each other and then grab it?
Oh wait,
We all die.
what if we all let it siphon a portion from all of us?
Yeah.
I think this path I should walk alone. And he grabs his staff.
Oh, hold on to him.
Almost Talon shoots forward, grabbing onto the staff. The unstable energies of the ritual arc outwards in a streak of lightning that zaps you, Chungo. It hurts. You want to keep going. I'll rule damage, bruh. You have 10 HP left.
Jungle will fall dead.
Yeah.
But Jungle holds on.
You hold on, taking the damage of the ritual as it deals probably not enough damage. Just enough damage! Just enough damage to bring Chungo unconscious, reeling back. As the blaze of the ritual fire consumes Oddwald, he turns to you all and with a smile says one last time, "Truly thank you all for helping me find some measure of peace."
As he absorbs both the Borealis and the fire elemental power.
The land around the grove quakes as both the conjuring circle and the Borealis within are consumed in this harmonious white light. The ground beneath the seal shakes and swells, rising from the ashen plains as though it were a living creature. Those outside the circle can see the mount thrash, momentarily assuming the form of the aspect. It lashes out in fury before its shape melts away into the earth, which rises still. Then, without warning, everything stops. The quakes cease, leaving a tranquil hill on the ashen plain.
This is so sad.
Good. No! Good. Suffer as I have writing this. Anyone inside the
Jungle
circle?
not dead, right?
Anybody inside the circle? That'd be Chungo and Pavo. You don't find Oddworld anywhere. There's nothing remaining of him but a few feathers on the ground. You daze off into unconsciousness. The rest of you inspect your surrounding. Both the Borealis and the Aspic gone, and from atop the hill, a single sapling sprouts, growing a verdant, alive color. The threat to the wood has ended. Does anybody wish to do any last things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking get flowers around that.
I'm gonna try to wake up.
I still have an abundance
Shango
of
ruled death
4.
saves. Just kidding, you're fine. You're right. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
can I ask Sally,
Susan?
Susan, if she has a any powers that can maybe form like a small bunch of flowers here to just like in memory of him.
A few tears fall from her cheeks, and where they land, she will cast like a ring of fungi and colorful blooms, just to test out to see if the land is indeed healed, and indeed, from the patches, a few flowers bloom out. Verdant, green, and alive.
Jungle will plant the sword of the wood in there.
In that space.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even though he's unconscious and dying.
I mean, like, you raise your consciousness,
I
actually
know.
plant the sword, all that kind of epilogue thing.
They healed you. They healed you.
I know. Just making last minute jokes.
You actually I can't have a potion in throat.
Should we go tell the town the good news and of the sacrifices that we made?
Back to Ald.
Yeah,
Ashling
let's
decides
heal our
to not
broken
go
bones.
back. Ashling decides not to go back to Alderheart with you. Instead, decides to take the long way home through Ashenborough and Meadowfen to Nevitz's grave to be able to tell him the story, the great tale that has happened, and how they made it to the end. And as well as that, she puts down her the pressed forget-me-nots that she picked in the elk field, and her and the shiny pebble that she found, that she got as well as the vial of bioluminescent slime, and all puts them on his grave as she recounts the tales. And sings him a little song. I will not sing, but I will say she sang a song to him. Okay.
Following the great battle against
That's so
Aspect of
sweet.
Fire, the rest of you, I believe, chose to return to Alderheart. To the cheers and jubilation of all. The wood has been badly scarred, but once the aspect was sealed, the creatures assailing the forest fled back toward the grove, and much of the wood survived. In the coming days, those of you who've returned recover from your wounds before the council summons you to a ceremony celebrating your momentous feat. You are awarded medals bearing Alderheart's crest, as well as other riches befit only the finest of heroes, made to your exact specifications. Weapons and armor, ornamented and decorated with tokens from your fellow friends. The Corvum feathers recovered from where Oddworld made his sacrifice. A Gallus feather provided by Speaker Bee herself. A Luma feather as a token from Dean Winsworth. A Raptor feather from Magnus Rod, who finally found within himself the power to let go of old brotherly rivalries. And a Strick feather from Riffin, who survived the worst of it, despite everything, and will remember that forever for the rest of his life. Should have fought with a shield.
He had one!
You took everything from him. You took the sword and the shield from him, and you can't even use the sword. You are bestowed the title of Champions of Humblewood. A parade is held in Humbleheart, as well as a great feast to follow, as the story goes on, but doesn't end here. Humblewood will undergo a great period of change in the coming months, all based on the choices you've made. Specifically, this is the part of the game where like your choices like branch off, and like this is like
Yes.
the end screen.
Chunko's last thing is going to the Bandit Coalition to talk to Crump. This there.
As for the wood, within a few months, the parts of the wood that were recently consumed by the Scorched Grove return to normal, and the creatures of the grove return to their natural ranges. As the forest heals, new settlements are constructed for those who wish to return to their lives on the forest floor. While it's important to replace everything lost in the fires, these homes will eventually grow into new communities. Riffin will return to Ashenbarrow, along with Ashling and all those who live there, to perhaps enlist to help and restore the place. Ashborough will, in due time, recover its former beauty and perhaps provide a home for those who were forced to abandon it. That's for the perch dwellers and forest dwellers. The Wildwood Brigade, among them eventually Crawl joining, now well established, see it that while small groups of raiders and brigands still beleaguer the roads, organized banditry in Humblewood on the scale of the coalition will become a thing of the past. After much of deliberation, the new Humblewood Council establishes humble folk delegates for a handful of prominent forest-dwelling communities. Council Speaker Beta retains her position to the applause of a far more inclusive Alderheart. Trunk infrastructure within Alderheart will be expanded in the lower levels, and there is talk among improving living conditions in the roots, though there is still much to do in this regard. Humblewood appears to be entering its golden age in birdfolk-humblefolk relations, thanks to you. As for the tenders of the grove, the Scorched Grove shrinks as the months pass by, owing to the effort of the tenders as much as the sealing of the aspect. While the grove will remain a part of Humblewood for the foreseeable future, the ash in its plains no longer burns with embers, reducing the frequency of fires in the wood. The ash snakes that appeared in the aspect, with the aspect, remain and have filled new niches in ecology of the grove. Due to the snake's ability to survive on the energies of consumed elemental beasts, in time the ash snakes help keep some of the more dangerous fire-based creatures at bay. This greatly helped the tenders, who now see the ash snakes as something to be respected from a distance rather than feared. Plants are growing on the lonely hill which marks the final resting place of the aspect of fire, and the sapling which sprouted from its top quickly grows into a tree, a sword planted in its heart. It has been named the Healing Hill, and will go on to be watched over by the tenders as a sacred site, perhaps with Wilkes joining them. Months come to pass, until one night, strange dreams begin to haunt you. In the dreams you encounter Oddwald, his form spectral. His appearance seems to speak of something that he has to say. But before he can impart any wisdom upon you, you wake up. Who was the entity that tricked Oddwald into releasing the aspect? If they could cause such destruction in Humblewood, what might happen to Everden if they're still out there? To be continued.
That's quite the cliffhanger to end it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humblewood 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You wake up, it's Mork!
It's
No. Oh god.
First side
Work's dead.
note-
It was all a dream! Directed by M. Night
Oh,
Shyamalan.
dream, more.
First side note, after reminiscing at like Evans's grave, Aisling eventually made it back to Elderheart to help out Mother Thistle and to retrieve
Give me metal.
Flare. To retrieve Flare. No, she arrived like after the parade and everything, and she had no real interest in that kind of stuff. She just wanted to go and see how they were doing, and she helped rebuild the orphanage after it was damaged. But then once all of that was done, she went back to her homeland, to Ashenborough with Flare, and then as on her way, she saw a flock of ember bats, and she kind of just looked over to Flare and she motioned for Flare to just rejoin the rejoin nature.
And as Flare takes off and flutters onto the horizon, Aisling slowly gets out her whip and with a smirk on her face.
Time to recreate how we met.
Restarts. It's like, fuck, you thought you were free?
Oh my, whoa,
No,
shouldn't
bitch,
you
no.
nothing personal, kid?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Can't
Ruins my
have you
wholesome
sharing my
moment.
secrets with nobody.
Ruins my wholesome moment. Sets her friend go as she goes back to her hometown to help rebuild it.
Rollo just goes to Southport and is like, there could have been a sequel. There could have been an arc in here.
Yeah, I mean, just returns. She's gonna like tell like the stories that have happened. She's gonna continue on her voyages and her shipping and all that.
Yeah,
And
and then I
they're gonna
sail
be
to Baldur's Gate and I play Everest.
Baldur's Gate.
I show up, the only furry in the entire town. Everybody's gawking me, and I'm like, what are you looking at?
Look at my hat.
That's what
It's got,
I'm
Never
right,
seen a
guys.
it's got
sentient,
peacock feathers.
never seen a sentient marsupial before. What the fuck is this?
It's a ferret.
Weasel. It's a weasel. A weasel.
Can I
Ferret,
just
weasel,
can I
all
just say
part of the
something
same
postscript
family.
now that we're done the campaign? I can show you this shit. There's a lot of like magic items and a lot of content we kind of like that because we know D&D is a branching story.
Yeah.
This is an item you guys can find in the AVM if you investigate around. I read it and I'm like, it is. I mean, there's consequences to like holding onto it and stuff, but like, it is such a fucking powerful item for a level 5 party.
The Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
I like how it's made by the Mad Corvin.
Ah, hell yeah. Finger of Death. Right there, baby.
Yeah,
It's literally a Cthulhu reference.
yeah, of course.
Also, we didn't have
I
any
have a
wizards in our
question.
party, so no one would have been able to use this properly.
Wilkes.
I'm a
Because you were
druid.
classified as a wizard.
Oh yeah, I'm a druid. I'm
I'm
a
a
corpse.
druid.
No, I'm just looking at this. These are like really cool items. I really like the fucking Humblewood aesthetic of it all. The art.
Yeah,
style.
it's really cool.
Like,
See, the thing I
just want
didn't
to share
under-
here. But
The thing I didn't understand about my character sheet was that
so
I
sneak
got
attack,
the
right?
spell. I got the spell Fear,
Yep.
right? But then whenever I was looking it up to see what it does, it has like it says what classes can use it, and Rogue is not on there. And I'm like,
Doesn't matter.
but yet,
Doesn't matter.
says I
Bewitching
can
Guile
use
is a
it.
racial feat, and like
Yeah, racial.
it overrules that. Also, Humblewood is not official Wizard of the Coast content. So if you're looking up spells on like Wizard of the Coast websites, you won't find Humblewood spells, for example. Like
I just used like the eye icon, and I put it like Fear, and then I looked up Fear.
the source of the fear spell is Wizard of the Coast. Is specifically the player's handbook, I believe, which is Wizard of the Coast content. So you will not see Bewitching Guile anywhere else but Humblewood. But racial feats overrule that. So if you ever play D&D again, racial feats usually overrule a lot of stuff. If you have it, you have it.
Cool.
Cool, indeed. And I believe you asked about fear. I think it's humanoids, but I don't think it should be because it should fear beasts as well, in my opinion. Fear.
I wanted to use it at the beginning, but then there was always people in front of me, and I'm like, well, I don't
Each-
want them to all be Fear.
Are you sure it's fear? Oh, it is fear. Holy shit! So
Meanwhile,
it's
I didn't give a shit. I just
each
hit
creature in
people
a
with the trident.
30-foot cone, which is any type, can get feared.
That's what I mean. Like, I wanted to use it, but there was always someone like in my way between me and the beast, because I'm like, I want to use Fear on this thing, but I didn't want any of my companions to also be Fear.
Well, Would be funny.
Or frightened, I should more say.
Would be. You guys are
It would have been
using
funny.
fog cloud and other trap items, which are like also
Oh yeah,
more intrusive to the party than they are to the enemy. Because I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna stake in it. I'm gonna step in it once maybe, and I'm like, oh shit, there's balls there. I'm gonna like move away. Meanwhile, the party's like, we can't go anywhere because the path for just the enemies is like ball bearings, 3,000 of them.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah, ball bearings. So here's the thing with ball bearings. I'm pretty sure it's 5 feet at a time for the sake of fucking balance. And here's how it reads: as an action, you can spill these tiny metal balls from their pouch to cover a level square area that is 10 feet on a side.
Right,
So-
but you've been letting me all campaign do that more than
because
that.
it's a home rule that we did because
Yes.
I don't care enough.
I
to
mean, if
die on
I
the hill.
have
But if you ever face
3,000
another,
ball bearings in a giant bag and
You
open
won't-
the bag,
I agree. I totally agree. But it's action economy because then I'm like, well, my enemy can just cover an entire map in ball bearings in one move. What you
True.
gonna do? But
I mean, in
my
normal
peasants
action
can carry
economy,
around a bowling ball between them, and we can form a
Yeah.
railgun because they all in 6 seconds traverse 100 feet.
okay,
Like,
yeah, but as rules written, the peasant cannon works.
yes, but it's not in the spirit of my games. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
Whereas
We could have peasant cannon the shit out of this thing.
I don't apply physics to these games either.
Sometimes you do.
I like the Borealis prevents healing mechanic, even though it's not written in the monster. I would interpret it as
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I would
it's-
interpret it as that,
what it grabs onto is not magical fire because it's just a reaction from heat, right?
That's a reaction from the heat. Yeah.
So it cannot. The Borealis.
However,
is the
if
balancing.
it would have casted like the molten orb, which leaves fire on the ground, I believe that would have caught the wood on fire, and would that still be magical fire because it was lit by magic fire?
I would say it's a
I'm gonna
magical
go say
attack.
hi to make
Therefore,
him. I'll be
it's
back.
it's not even. It doesn't even light the ground on fire. It emanates fire from itself, from the effect itself, and it dissipates.
Okay, yeah.
That's why it's magical
yeah,
fire.
okay.
It has to be magical fire for the sake of like, oh, a magical attack or like resistances and stuff.
Yes, okay, yeah.
But I mean, like you guys did great. Pretty much, it had over like close to 200 HP, and you guys reduced it to 0, and then you dealt like 1 cold damage to it, which is what you need to petrify it essentially. Or you can use Borealis off the bat and be like 50 cold damage, and that like petrifies it. But we did the fun part. It's really Borealis.
Also,
yeah.
it kind of saved when I did the main thing, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Regardless, I like this balancing the elements.
Thank you, Tom, for letting me getting my frost bolts.
Yep. My only regret this entire campaign is like Oak Heart not playing a bigger part in it. And I'm like, because he's such an interesting character. But you know,
Was
at the
that
same-
on our part?
It's really
Was it
cool.
something
No,
that
it's
we
literally
could
how
have
the
done to
module
have?
is written. It's like
Okay.
you meet him and he's already dying, and they're like, yeah, you take this burden now, and I just want to I want to go. And fucking Papa was like, I will kill
Where
myself.
where
What
are the
about your
ant
family?
wives?
Oh yeah, like say no more, fam.
See, I feel bad because I don't recognize most of the characters on like the right side of your little heart, but I have a feeling those are because those are all bandits, and I missed that session.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
when you
NPCs I
talk-
made that we didn't explore, but I made them because I don't like. Here's the thing that I hate about digitalized D&D. When you don't play digitalized in D&D, right? When you play at a table and I'm describing NPCs, I don't have tokens for every single NPC. I would probably like use coins or something for like bandits, right? In Theater of the Mind, you imagine every single NPC as a different person, even like little bandits. Like that's Jim, that's One-Eyed Jim, and that's Peg-Leg Bob. Like you know them as different people, right? And you will recognize them in a across the table game. Whereas digitalized, you have the same token for every single bandit, so it makes that every undead skeleton is the same, every zombie is the same, every bandit is the same. Whereas I wanted to give like a little bit of these are people, these are humble folk. United in a coalition. They have their own personalities. They have their own stories. If you're really curious, you can talk to them. We didn't get to it because we didn't. It doesn't matter. But like, yeah, it doesn't really matter in the end. I just wanted to make personalities. It's part of my DM fun too.
I just want to say, to date, Tom is still my favorite DM because he's so good and not difficult, and he's not an ass.
I'm an
he's
ass.
very patient.
I'm an ass sometimes.
I mean, yeah, but like not like, but you're not an ass to the
Sometimes I'll be
detriment
like, yeah,
of-
you tie yourself to a rope and you die, but he doesn't fling you off like 50 feet away from him, you die at his feet, and I'm gonna mash your face in now.
He uses you like a paddle ball.
Like a yo-yo. I literally was like, if this thing moves around 40 feet, I'm gonna have Chungo. Like if that rope was just too long, it was like 50 feet of rope, and I'm like, you're just dragging on the ground. But if it was like 10 feet long rope, you would have like yoed around him. Good stuff.
Yeah, but you don't know how much of that rope, like, he could have, like, tied it around the horn and around himself, like, 8 times using all the rope.
Maybe.
I mean, if you don't knot the rope up, you're just gonna unravel like a yo-yo. So
That's fair. Something to do in hindsight, but I'm not gonna go back to the fight with Redcon and be like, actually, everybody dies because Strungo tied the rope around a few times.
It's okay. We all lived. I somehow managed to not get one shot because that 21 damage, I have 21 health. Aisling had
Oh my
21
God.
health, so she
I
would have
can't-
got one
I'm surprised
shot.
that the mages did not get focused one time. I was expecting guys to like struggle in the beginning of the fight, and the mages like shield to go down. I was like, well, now it's just for real, because literally, I never face game overs in D&D too often. But literally, if the mages die, it's game over. It's like you failed. There's no way to do a ritual now because Audible is dead, and that's it. What are you gonna do? Run
I mean,
to all the
we
heart
almost
and get-
faced game over in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, but that's different. I can bring new heroes.
Yeah, I
in.
guess it is. It's not really a
Whereas
fail state. It's
historically,
like
if you guys
just
fail
did.
here, Alderheart burns, and that's it. And that's the end of the campaign.
Yes.
Everden loses.
Whoopsies.
Everden has a giant scar in its southeastern face. I really, really hope that they do more supplementary supplement books for this, like they expand, because Everden is the continent. Humblewood is over here. That's the forest area. But there's like a desert, a jungle. There's like the snow peaks. There's a whole like land layout.
Oh, cool.
And more
Are there
NPCs and more
different
races.
races for those area? Cool.
Yeah, like that NPC whose quest you
Like
didn't
normal
do,
D&D.
where you got Brenda from. So Gargath Oxes. So Janelle.
Oh yes.
Is from
Yeah, Janelle.
Yeah, is from Fernveld, which is like a snowy, Shatter Plain sort of kind of area. And there is lore to it, and there's images that I have, but not enough to make an adventure out of it because they're still working on it.
No, this was super, super, super fun. Thank you so much, Tom, for DMing and bringing us all along for this awesome adventure.
I was half contemplating having Oddworld fart. Having Oddworld fight. The last fight.
Rounds for Tom. Rounds of applause
Shut
for
up.
Tom. Yay!
Having
Woo!
Oddworld fight in the last fight and bring Nevitz back as a specter.
No.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh,
Oh
just,
my God.
Just for field's sake, but I was like, overstuffing it a little bit, but yeah.
I don't know.
See,
but-
and you guys were all like, what am I gritting all my stuff for? Like that one episode when I was just collecting stuff. I'm like, I had it all in mind. I'm like, this is like my Nevitz memorial. Like, come on. Like, gonna go
Ooh,
put all the stuff, sing a song. It'd be great.
I wish there was a way for me to right click a folder and make like view to all players. Like the entire folder, because there's a lot of like really neat Humblewood art from the book that's I have in handouts, but I didn't have context to hand them out.
You could always just share your screen through Discord. That's
Oh,
an
look at
option.
that. Like one of these. Like this is cool. I like this.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really cool.
Click on that, it will like zoom to like full screen. I like that. That's such a good
Oh, wow. I like
Yeah.
that.
it's just neat.
So
I
basically,
like
you're
that.
saying like this bird, like Spectre, could have been Nevitz.
I got the idea of like, well, he's using. There is a way to like make Oddworld fight and not to cast a ritual, but I was like, I want the party, especially a party this big, to have fun, because Oddworld is overpowered as a necromancer. Like he's just
Someday I will get to play a necromancer.
Technically, there's
although I
an
don't
arc
will get
where
to the
you
level
don't-
where it's gonna
there's an arc
crazy.
where you investigate the college and you sympathize with the necromancer, discover who the real necromancer is, find a book, and ally with the Corvum and not fight Cobblefright and go with Cobblefright to suck the essence of the fire beast out with Cobblefright instead of like the Borealis. Use Cobblefright and then seal him, and then Oddworld fights with you. But I was like, like I had to pick one or the other kind of thing, and
Yeah.
I mean, I like culminating all the NPCs you've met in the end, sort of thing. And I don't know, it's just the way we played too. So, but yeah, it was fun stuff. A lot of really cool art to this too. Like this is the coastal area. If you go to
Oh,
the coast,
okay, cool.
it's just neat how different it is from like all of the rest of Humblewood and stuff.
Fancy.
I'm sure there's like modules
Yeah.
that take place just in that sector of Humblewood.
So,
What?
did you think of the campaign, Tom? Did you have fun?
No.
No.
I had fun. It was okay.
What was
How's
your
the Avernus
favorite
campaign
moment,
going?
Tom?
Oh yeah, what's your favorite moment?
I wasn't a player in it.
So, answer the question.
I mean, I was writing the epilogue and listening to like Ori music, and I was tearing up because it was all ending in a wholesome sort of end, and also knowing what Ori is all about and how that game ends. There's a lot of correlation between Ori and
Yeah.
Humblewood, with the sacrifice and all that. I don't know, like it's a good story. I like it. My favorite part is that everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play this
I
one.
still
I want
think
to
like
play in this.
Rolo and I.
Music. Go ahead.
Yeah, serve an adult and child. That's pretty.
I want to play in this setting as like a character. Shit's cool.
It
Oh my
is
god,
cool.
there's like a chrysalis like frog or lizard or iguana thing.
Yeah.
I am gonna dip because Caroline wants me to pay attention to her. But thank you, Tom, and thank you everyone else for playing. Hope you have a good night.
Bye
Mm.
bye.
Imagine if it was like
Bye-bye.
actually giving guys like handouts in like the language, like decipher
Oh
this,
god.
right? I mean, you'd be
Well,
able
yeah, we would. There is a thingy. There's a decoder. Could
Yep.
do it.
to if you're lazy. But
No, I'm. No, I thought that was fun, and I'm looking forward to doing. Now that things are kind of clearing up, maybe I don't know. Maybe doing some like. I know that we did like the one shot there, and that was fun. So I thought I'm looking forward to getting to have some more D&D fun.
maybe.
And
we'll
also,
see.
I'm excited because this week I get my computer, so I can game. I'm excited. I'm supposed to get my computer this week, so I'm excited.
Yep.
Yay.
There,
Well,
I'll leave you guys with this. There we go.
Yeah. So,
All
Tom,
right.
are you done recording?